tough to make progress. Flag again on the play. Brett Hager was the man who hit him with flags all over the place.
That's going to be a penalty against the Eagles.
This is one of those that continues.
Look at Gogan there. He's going in a stance. This is a real fight.
That was Jerome Brown that Gogan was going after. We need the Marcus of Queensberry here instead of Gene Bart.
They need a cage to put those guys in, a cage match.
They forgot it's Thanksgiving.
They could disqualify
Let me restate the fouls. We had an encroachment foul against the defense, which was enforced. We have offsetting, unnecessary roughness fouls. However, the Philadelphia foul was a disqualification foul on number 74.
It was number 74. I didn't see what he did.
Well, you're in the pile, see? He's right here in the middle of the pile, right there. So you can see what he's going to... Yes. Look, you got...
Well, good afternoon. Merry Christmas, everybody. Merry Christmas. I hope everybody is having a wonderful Christmas day. Safe. Hope everybody's safe. I'm glad there's people in here. You know, I was debating on whether to do a stream. I'm like, you know what? There's probably a lot of people who don't have a lot of people. I'm doing nothing right now, but we're going to go to my sister's later this afternoon to have a Christmas dinner and spend time with her and my extended family over there. Probably leave here around 5 o'clock-ish. So I figured this is, you know, for my money, is probably the best game of today, and it happened to be in my window. My window where, you know, where I could actually stream. I put some movies up. I switched it for Twiz, you know. I forgot. I always forget about Trading Places. I got to actually go back and watch Trading Places. It's been a while. But just real quick on that movie. All that BS at the end for $1 friggin' dollar. For $1 friggin' dollar. It was all a game. Right? But that was arguably Eddie Murphy, one of Eddie Murphy's best movies. Merry Christmas, everybody. I see we got a super chat already. I put up a thing. I appreciate you, Chris May. Thank you. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, Chris. Merry Christmas, Brian. Actually, Chris May, his real name is Brian, everybody, but he doesn't go by Brian May because he don't want everybody to think, oh, the Beach Boys guy. But yeah, it's Brian May, but we'll go with Chris because that's what he has on his thing. Merry Christmas. What did Santa or anybody bring you guys? Anything good? Put it in the chat. My 20-year-old kid, he got me. He spends too much money on me. I don't know what you guys got, but he got me this. Micah Parsons signed football. Authentic. I got to get a stand for it. Micah Parsons signed ball. My son, AJ. Yeah, I named him AJ Green before AJ Green was even a thought. So, yes, my son, AJ, was very gracious in buying me that. He takes care of his father, even though I think he hates me. But maybe not. Maybe not. He don't hate me. Obviously, he don't hate me. I'm joking. He loves me. But, what's going on, everybody? Lethal Weapon. Yeah, they only give me those amount of choices. I wanted to go Lethal Weapon. I switch it up every time. We know Trading Places is not going to win, but it's a very underrated Christmas movie. Just a little not trivia, but a little upsetting news. Any of you Lethal Weapon / National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation fans, they just demolished the set a couple months ago. It was a movie set in California. I'm not sure if it was Paramount or Universal, one of those movie sets where they had all the homes. There was not all of them, but I know they got rid of the houses on the street. We got the home, the Lethal Weapon house and the Christmas Vacation house. Both were torn down. You know, they're going to build more houses, newer sets type of stuff. So, interesting little tidbit. They are gone, people. Gone but never forgotten. I just poured in my homemade eggnog here with a little bit of, I got a little bit of nutmeg, a little bit of cinnamon, a little 90 proof coconut rum. Cheers, everybody. Hope everybody's having a good Christmas. Let the games begin, so to speak. Anyway, let's get to the chat. Well, let's see if anybody is here waiting. Right now, nobody. I did put the link out there if anybody wanted to join. Didn't know if anybody wanted to join. It's there if you want. But Mike Goldana's in the house. What's up, Mike? We got Twiz in the house, Indigenous 69. F Christmas and the Western holidays. Twiz, Scrooge. I'm disappointed that these games are on Netflix, not regular TV. Yeah, Indigenous. So you don't have Netflix, huh? We have it, but I think I don't know who pays. Probably my wife probably pays for it. That's how it is. That's how it is. That's the way the NFL's going, people. We're going to have an 18th game very, very shortly. They're going to cut down the two preseason games. They're going to have an 18th game. And hopefully a second bye week. We're going to play right up to March Madness. I'm good with that. Let's get the Super Bowl. Let's get the Super Bowl a week or two before the March Madness tournament. The Field of 64 is announced. That would be my dream. CZ's in the house. What's up? Merry Christmas, man. Twiz obviously is here watching Bad Santa 2. Billy Bob is hilarious. That was a good movie. Actually, that is also, I wish YouTube would give me more options when I'm doing polls, but, that's why I try to do like Happy Go Lucky. You got Christmas Story. You got Christmas Story. You got Christmas Vacation, you got Elf, like have different categories. Then you could go It's a Wonderful Life. You could go all kinds of more sentimental. Hey, listen, I know people. I don't know if you saw it, but I haven't seen The Wizard of Oz since I was a kid, and I didn't watch it yesterday. But I did see that it was on TV yesterday. I guess that's the thing. Maybe. Everybody celebrates things differently, Everybody has different traditions, So, CZ, I was going to see Nosferatu, but it's too cold out. Yeah, dude, tell me about it. It got way too cold, way too fast. I've been watching Game of Thrones Returns this morning. Michael Dan, I haven't gotten into the new one. So, interesting. Let's see here. Michael Dan, I'll watch anything from Star Wars franchise during the Xmas movie. Now that my youngest is 20, like I said, he got me the Micah Parsons, the signed football. So that was nice of him. Micah Parsons signed football. So I'm teaching my 20-year-old. I mean, he knows how to take care of his father. But my oldest, this is going to be his last Christmas. He's getting married in September, so he's going to be out of here in a few months. So it's kind of, not that he's not disappearing, but he's not going to be here. It's not going to be the same. So, it was kind of sentimental this morning. But listen, that's why I did a Christmas stream. We don't know who's out there, bored, lonely. Let's spend a few hours together before I got to go to my sister's and spend Christmas dinner. Angry Cowboy, what's going on, man? How are you?
Merry Christmas, Game Time. Merry Christmas.
Yeah,
man.
Merry Christmas. Like I said, I don't like to get too, who celebrates, who don't. But I'm here if you want to hang. That's kind of how I am. I respect what everybody does. But thanks for joining. I did put it out there. Anybody that's wants to spend a few hours or a few minutes, whatever. Chris May, thanks for the super chat, brother. Let's see, who else we got in there? Susanna, Merry Christmas. How are you? Jameson Taylor, how you doing, Jameson? Merry Christmas, my friend. Who else we got? My sister and her boyfriend didn't come. Me and my mom just ate Chinese buffet. You know what? I'm a New Year's, like around New Year's, I do the Chinese thing, but you know, it's kind of cool. We almost did it. We almost did it a couple days ago. I'm like, nah, it's a little too close to New Year's. CZ, yeah, it's hate week if you want to call it. It's kind of hate week, and I'll talk to Angry since I have him one-on-one here in a minute regarding his thoughts, because I haven't really, working for the post office around Christmas time is ridiculous. So I don't have time to look on my phone, let alone do videos, let alone, get back to people. Ultra Cowboy, what's up, brother? Merry Christmas. So yes, Angry Cowboys fan. First, give me your... Where do you sit? I have a feeling I know where you sit. Are you happy of how the Cowboys have turned it around, and where do you sit with 2 games left to go, man? I mean, I'll leave it open ended. How do you feel, and what do you want to see?
Well, first and foremost, let me go ahead and thank you for working for the post office. Everybody working for the post office, like you said, it's a harsh, season.
It's not as easy. It keeps getting worse too.
yeah, and y'all really make stuff happen. You know what I'm saying? You really make stuff happen, and I thank you for that,
man. I appreciate it.
As far as where we're at and what we're doing, man, at first I was really on board. I was on the fence of being Team Tank. Let's tank for the draft pick. But when I saw the players giving their all out there, like with the Cincinnati Bengals game, and when we had that muff punt and how Micah Parsons took it, I was like, dang, they out there trying to win.
Dude, yeah.
And when I saw that, I'm like, okay, I'm on board. Let's keep winning.
Yeah, and when you look at it, they're not really going to drop too much. They sit in the 15th spot. Vegas has them finishing around 13, just organically. So, again, here's what I would say. I'm not going to predict a win in Philly. It's very hard, Angry, to beat a team with playoff aspirations. It's very hard. Now, Eagles are in, but Eagles are in a tenuous spot, meaning what do, right? Do you just rest people and then literally play a playoff game where your quarterback hasn't played in basically 3 weeks? And like you said, Dallas Cowboys, if anybody hadn't seen the sounds of the sideline, it does it a little bit of justice. I just watched it this morning when I got up. I'm an early riser, so I was watching some Cowboys content while everybody had visions of sugar plums in their head. But, they were hitting. They were hitting Sunday night, and I don't know where that came from. I mean, I know where it comes from, but why all of a sudden? And then you saw it. I think you saw it, and I want my Dallas Cowboys fans to understand. I think a lot of it is they don't know what the future is, Angry, and I want your opinion on this too. I think they're really, really taking care of themselves, like guys like. Well, Donovan Wilson's under contract, but Jordan Lewis is a free agent. A lot of these guys are playing for contracts, whether it's for the Cowboys or not. And how do you feel about that? Because you saw it on the sideline. You saw CD, who got his bag. CD got his bag, and CD's balling out. CD has come out. I saw his Twitter post where he's in a lot of pain, but yet... And you got to love this. Even you haters out there have to love a CD's mentality. He knows that he just got the bag of money, and he feels some way about that. And his way is being on the field and playing, even though the season's over. They told him he can't re-injure. But what's your thought on last week's hard-hitting game and the mentality of the players? I mean, I'm curious what you think.
It's really that never give up mentality, man. I watched the sounds of the sidelines too, and I saw Chauncey Golston and Oso Digizao sitting side by side, and you could kind of see that, like, man, we got a couple games left. This might be it.
Exactly. Yep.
And that's another thing that took me off that tank bus, because it's like these guys are out here trying to put more on their resume. No matter whether they have 2 games left, 3 games left, they're trying to bolster their resume, whether it's for the Dallas Cowboys or for another team. So for the fans to be like, oh, you should just tank. You should just tank. That's just asking them to put negativity on film and that they have to bring to contract negotiations. So
it's awesome because you'd rather see that than what you see going on with the Saints, where the players have openly come out, or the coach Rizzo, I don't even know his full name, but his coach, who's the interim coach, basically said that the team gave up. They gave up. They're not playing with any sort of heart. So if you had to pick which side of the fence, you clearly want a team that's going all out, trying to leave a lasting impression. And listen, Twiz,
he's right.
If Dallas was to go in and beat the Eagles, I would not flex about anything other than my team is giving maximum effort and beating a true elite team. Because make no mistake, we could all talk shit. Eagles are elite right now, and the Cowboys are on the outside looking in. So let's keep our base level, because you know what happens around here, Angry. It goes, so now Dallas is going to the Super Bowl next year. We are kneeling before Zod this year. But
right.
As soon as that last play ends and you're not the Super Bowl champion, we're all back to square one, whether you like it or not, right? Am I wrong with that?
Nope.
That's just how we go, right? But I'm a little more forthcoming with the praise. Let me get to some of the chat. Let Angry compile his, get his thoughts together. And I want to hear him. I'm just curious your opinion with the Eagles and what mentality they should have. But Mean Metal Mike, what's going on, Mean Metal? What channel is the game? It's on Netflix, bro. So if you don't have Netflix, you're going to have to. I'll put up the game cast on here shortly once the game gets kicked off. I would say this, Ultra Cowboy Mark blocks nobody. Trust me when I tell you he blocks nobody, for the simple reason is he wants your view. If you were blocked, it was by accident or by somebody else, but I'll let him know regardless. Logan Motorsports, Merry Christmas. CZ, I've been saying pick it all week, and Drew's like, nah, they're trying to close out Dallas. Yeah, they would love to beat Dallas. Don't get me wrong, but you got, I don't know, Angry, there's been a lot of all these injuries, these concussed injuries are taking multiple games now. Is it me? It's like a mandate behind the scenes saying, yeah, we're not going to let them come back after a few days. Am I wrong with that? That's how I feel anyway.
I mean, you're right. You're right. And it's like, because you've seen Jalen Hurts leave the game, go to the tent, and then go to the locker room. But he was fine. It seemed like he was fine. I've played in games where I actually had a concussion and I went back out on the field, and it was like one of those games where you put your head down, spin on the bat, and try to run. But I think like really for Philly's longevity when it comes to the playoffs, if we have a spot right now, and I don't know if they could be contending for like that first round bye in the playoffs.
Well, technically they're alive, but not really.
Okay, I mean, like if they were really chasing that first round bye, then all means play Jalen Hurts. But if they can't get the first round bye, then honestly, I would sit Jalen Hurts. And okay, yeah, the Dallas Cowboys, yeah, they got one win over us if we win, and that's a huge if.
Yeah, exactly.
But I'm just like, preserve your guy, preserve your man for the playoffs.
Yeah, and I agree with that. That's what I told them. But I think the NFL is kind of having them being ultra conservative when it comes to head injuries. It seems like Cooper Beebe, multiple games. Jake Ferguson, multiple games. I know I'm missing somebody. We've had multiple people that have had concussions. And it seems like it's taken multiple games. And I heard people say, "Oh, well, he looked fine." Yeah, listen. I would rather have Jalen play. Would that limit my team's chances of winning? Hell yes. Make no mistake about it. We mess around, but Jalen Hurts is a threat. Dallas does not cover the mobile quarterback very well. They just don't. So
you see what happened with Baker?
Yeah, exactly. And I think Kenny Flickett's in trouble. I'm not trying to be the Grinch here. We'll see what the weather's going to be like. I don't have a lot of everybody that's jumping on the, oh my God, Cooper Rush had an awesome game. Listen, he made some throws, but he also got guys killed out there. And,
Yes.
And if you're saying that's his best game of the year, what is that saying? Now, again, I'm not Brian Broaddus. I'm just using my eyes, people. It didn't look great. It did not look great to me. Obviously, it was better, but it didn't look great. So, we'll see what he could do in Philly, what the weather's going to be like. Hey, Twiz, any early I mean, I have it. I can look on my phone, but I'm just curious what the weather's going to be like in Philly. Sorry, I got a stampede of dogs going at it over there. I don't know if anybody can hear it, but I got puppies galore. It's hysterical. But, yeah, we'll see. I would rest him, but I think Dallas may be in this game, people. Sorry, Cowboy fans who are tanking. Not much use in tanking at this point. If we win out, Angry, we will probably have the best defense over the second half of the year. That's what I'm hearing. Over the last 6 games, Dallas's defense is
top 10.
Leads the league in sacks. But yeah, overall maybe top 10. But over the last 6 games, Dallas's defense leads, and that's just a product of Mike Zimmer and guys hungry, guys that you didn't necessarily think that were going to be the men have to. Yeah, Osa we knew, right? We knew Osa was going to be on a contract here, but what Golston is doing, what Carl Lawson is doing. I love to hear Carl Lawson on the sideline. You know, he's not a Cowboy for life. He was never drafted by Dallas, but boy, did he buy in. He's like, let's go Cowboys. And I would like to keep a guy like that. He may have played his way out of here. I don't know. But, dude, did you see what he did to Tristan Wirfs? I don't know if you saw that play. He blew up an all-pro left tackle and made him flying into the backfield. He had given up 1 sack all year, Wirfs. It was what Carl Lawson's doing is incredible. Did he revitalize his career? I would say so.
Yeah, and I mean, Carl Lawson is one of those guys that you could possibly retain for cheap. What do? We got him off the couch before.
Yes,
we got him from the Jets.
Well,
but the Jets he was on the practice squad.
Yeah.
And I was actually watching Brian Broaddus and everything, and they were talking about the fact, who would you take, Dante Fowler Jr. or Carl Lawson? And they were talking about Carl Lawson as the complete package, Vachin, and then we're talking about it.
Yeah, and I watched that too. I think it's great. I think they're great. It's funny because I was pushing for Lawson when Sam Williams went hurt, and then we were just suffering injuries left and right. I know people don't want to hear it and are tired of hearing it, but don't let me. I'm sorry. That's part of the season. That's part of the narrative of our football season is our injuries. That'll never. This is going to be the year of the injuries. That's just that's a fact. But I remember saying, man, I really want Carl Lawson. He hadn't had a training camp. He looked rusty, and I'm like, uh-oh, is he shot? Is he done? Did he reach that part of his career where he can't go any further? And the answer to that is no. That just goes to show you, people, which is why I'm concerned about Diggs and anybody else coming back from injury not having an off-season program, because that's an issue, people. Again, you see how good we're playing now, and it's only because the players that were here in training camp have just gotten that much better in Mike Zimmer's system. Now, do you think they're bringing the band back, the coaching?
Are they bringing everybody back? Yeah, I believe that they're bringing. They're at least bringing Mike McCarthy and Mike Zimmer back.
That's what I mean. You think they're bringing those guys back? Are you good with that?
Am I good with it? I mean,
oof, here we go.
Right now, I looked up NFL.com's power rankings of the coaches over the history of the NFL, And you know where Mike McCarthy where he lands?
I don't know the number. Where does he land?
Number 3.
Wow. All time?
Number 3 of all time. Belichick, Tom Coughlin in New York, and then Mike McCarthy. That's crazy.
It is crazy. And, I was listening to Isaiah Stanback. I guess it's Talking Cowboys. So I'll have it on while I'm walking my route low. It's low. It's very safe. But, I'll listen to it. And he was talking about him being around Belichick. And he said, it's not that easy, people. Is that a fumble? No, it's not a fumble. It's not that easy to win 12 games in this league. It's just not. Okay, people control and say, but to win back to back if they get the 9 wins this year, if they get the 9 wins this year with the season that we've had and coming down the stretch playing playoff teams, let's face it, we're playing a playoff team in Tampa most likely. They were in first place in their division. We're playing the Eagles this week. We're playing Washington, who we already beaten in their place. These are playoff teams, people. If they run the table, that's good for the organization. Is it good for going forward and player acquisition? No, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe they're too excited about that, but
I don't know. I just look at it like a lot of the people that we consider really good players. I'm not gonna use the E word, or whatever.
Yeah.
But who we consider really good players, and what's going on, Mike? We got those players 6th round, 4th round, 3rd round. It wasn't exclusive to the 1st round pick, and the 1st round picks that we've gotten, Mozzie Smith, he's starting to come along, but
he's
Tyler
nowhere
Guyton,
near where he needs to be.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So those 1st round picks, him and Tyler Guyton, they're coming along, but they're not the hit the ground running type of player. It's
That's
not guaranteed.
Why I think if we finish somewhere around 15, that's not a bad thing. We have a lot of success at picking in that area. It's at the end of the 1st round where we want to reach for a position of need with upside. Both Mozzie and Guyton were both project guys. I'm not sure where Tyler Smith was drafted. I guess it was early 20s, but they hit on him. But it's not an exact science. An exact science is drafting a 1st round graded player in the 1st round. And when I say that, it confuses people because they're like, what are you talking about? Mozzie's a 1st round graded player. No, he wasn't. Mozzie Smith was a round 2 at best. Yeah, he was a 2nd round talent. But most drafts, there's not more than maybe 20 players that have a 1st round grade on them, meaning they're a 1st round player. But there's 32 teams in the league. So every year you're going to have 10, 12 players that are not a 1st round, a talent taken in a 1st round, just based on there's that many teams. So, but we do better. You saw we got CeeDee Lamb at 17. We got Zach Martin. We got Emmitt Smith was in the teens, I believe. I think he was in the teens. Maybe he was 21. But I don't know. I thought he was in the teens. But regardless, we got DeMarcus Ware in the teens. We got Micah Parsons at 11. So that's fine, people. We were never getting into the top 5. Never. Just look at the standings. There's a lot of bad teams. Now I haven't looked at the stats. I don't know who leads what as far as receiving, but I gotta think CD's near the top. I would think.
I think he's 3rd.
Is he? Is he 3rd? Yeah, he's having an unbelievable year. So
he's considering the circumstances. Yes,
exactly. Really backup quarterback throwing you the ball. Not a very. At least he wasn't good his 1st game. I was at the Eagle game in Dallas, and he was horrendous. I mean, we're like, he's open. He was throwing worm burners. It was ugly. Sohan, Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Dustin Bosley, what's up, brother? Merry Christmas to you. We got a 0-0 game, but the Chiefs got 1st and 10 on the Steelers' 30-yard line. Looks like Pat Mahomes' ankle is just fine. Sugar Daddy, what's going on? Oscar Perini, Merry Christmas. Tony Boo, what's up, my friend? Haven't seen you in a while. Merry Christmas to you. Yeah, Arturo Gomez. How was the dinner? Did you like? Were you able to navigate the four houses down from your house without falling in a tree or something, bro? Did you make it last night to your in-laws' dinner? Let me know. But Mean Metal Mike, how great was 2007 Cowboys roster? Well, obviously it was very good. We should have went further, but we went to Cabo that year, right? Was that the Cabo year? I believe. I think Tony Romo and Jason Witten decided to go to Cabo.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and then we came back, and Patrick Creighton decided to drop the ball heading into the end zone, wide open. He would have scored, and maybe it would have been different. But the team that beat us that day went on to win the Super Bowl, so at least you can look at it that way.
Yeah, Twisted Jigger said you need to grab a veteran defensive tackle, draft a wide receiver 2, and running back 1.
Yeah, Twist,
I
it's not far.
agree.
Yes. Yep.
Yes, I agree. I believe in that defensive tackle position. If you have a veteran from free agency, and I'm talking about one of those dogs, like one of those good guys that is not completely over the hill like the Dallas Cowboys love to get, but one that might be 29 or 30, but is a difference maker. Yeah, get that at the defensive tackle through free agency.
Was that a touchdown? Xavier Worthy. It looks like I don't know. Yeah, looks like a touchdown. Yeah, the Netflix is a little slow on their graphic, but touchdown Chiefs.
And I know, streaming and everything is the wave of the future or whatnot, but I don't know if I'm really digging it. If you ain't got Netflix, you can't watch the game.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I know exactly what you're saying, and there's going to be a lot of money on the table, Angry. That I know. They already said that the salary cap is going up 10 to 20. Just if you're going to put money on anything or bank on it, it's going to be more towards the 20 because of streaming. They're just scratching the surface of what they can do with streaming. There's literally going to be football on every night of the week at some point. Let's face it. They were asking Jerry Jones. They said, it's just a weird time of year. It seems like he missed it. He missed the extra point. That it's just a weird time of year, like a part of the week to be streaming. He's like, well, like we're going to hit every day if possible. So get ready, people. Get ready. We're going to be streaming every holiday that's during the football season. They're going to market it and run with it.
Is this year the first year for Christmas?
I'm not positive on that, but
because I thought
I know it's first year for streaming on those platforms. So
because I remember Christmas as being like NBA. You know what I'm saying? Like NBA dominant.
Yeah. Definitely. I just pinned Angry Cowboys channel on the top. Let me just tell you right now, like I told him this before. I knew when I saw him on Mark's channel. He's very, very, very good at what he does. Better than me, to be honest with you. He's really good, but it's a different type of thing. But he's really good at it. And he's the best at it, if you ask me, that I know of. It's very easy. He's very knowledgeable, and he has it. So everybody who doesn't know about him, go sub up to him because he puts out a lot of great content. So I appreciate how you do it too. I wish I could do some of that. I just don't. It's tough for me. I'm not that you're not busy, but I kind of bare bones everything because that's just. Because my partner, Primetime Phil, is like, you got to do this, you got to do that. I'm like, dude, I don't have a lot of time. Rolo, thanks for the super chat. Sorry, brother, I just saw it. Merry Christmas to you and your family. Game time. You as well, Rolo. Thank you, brother. But yeah, man, I appreciate you coming on here. And even when you can. I know you were on one time. I just got my internet not fixed. We have great internet, but I finally wired up and I got a Cat 8 cord, and now it's beautiful. Now I got enough internet. Now I can't put enough into it. They're saying, please bump up your bit rate. I'm like, it's already at like 9,000. So,
right, yeah. You were super busy, dude. You were super busy, like with
Not
the
everything
job
is a
that
hit
you
either,
have.
people, but it's about getting the content out. But thanks. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I mean, I think we all get it. Everybody that rocks with you over here, game time. Everybody that rocks with you knows your schedule, knows your 9 to 5,
Yeah,
and they
definitely.
know that you out there, beating the pavement. So whatever we can get from you is good.
I appreciate that. I mean, Mark breaks my stones. He's like, "Oh, you government job." I'm like, "Dude, I got to be careful." I said, There's a few people know I have a channel, and I can't be just doing anything. I'm on my lunch, but when you represent, people don't know this. If you're in a postal uniform, you're not supposed to go out and to a bar and sit and drink with your postal uniform on. And people forget we're not a privatized company. We're a government, at least for now, a government organization. So I got to be careful. And sometimes people don't understand. Why don't you do more stuff? Why don't you take video you deliver? And I'm like, yeah, I can get in trouble for that. There's a lot of things I can't do. I got to be careful. I choose to do my 20, sometimes 30-minute lunches from the mail truck, but I think people like it. Like you said, they just like a different view. It doesn't get a lot of play, but I enjoy them. So if it makes a couple people happy that they're home, then I enjoy it. Let's see who we got. Springtime Honey, Merry Christmas. How are you? We got a lot of people. See, I had a feeling that we would. Hey, Nida, we got a travel channel too. Look, you got all these channels. That's crazy. Jay, how are you, brother? Logan Motorsports. Santa, bring me a Barkley jersey. Well, Logan, if you're a Mailheads crew member, I'm going to have a drawing on the Super Bowl. I'm starting to gather items to give away throughout the Super Bowl. Eagles items, as well as Cowboys items, as well as Commander items. But I am going to give away a custom, authentic jersey to one Mailhead crew member. So you got some time before February, but don't forget, we are going to be giving away a jersey. I don't know how big I can get it. So I know my buddy Troy Daniels is like, you going to be able to get a shirt for me? Probably not. I think he's a 7X. I don't think I'll be able to get a jersey for you, but I'll get the biggest one I can. And that'll, like, you'll have some goals to be able to squeeze into that puppy one day.
That's a big guy right there.
Charles Hart, what's up, brother? That 95 finale game was on Christmas night. Merry Christmas. Yeah, I led off with I don't know if you saw it, Angry. I led off with the Eagle. It was a fight between the Eagles and Cowboys. I stumbled on it, and it just brought back memories of the old school Cowboys-Eagles rivalry. I know Twiz was in here. I really enjoy it. That's when Kevin Gogan was fighting in the end zone with Mike Pitts and Reggie White. Those were the days. I miss that era of football. I know I'm sounding like an old head, but that was fun, man. That was rough and tough. You had to be a man to play football. With these rules these days, yeah, you got to be a man, but you could hit and run. You don't have to back it up as much anymore, in my opinion, or you're going to get fined. What's up, Kid Cowboy? So, are you watching the game, Angry?
I'm not. I'm getting ready to go to the in-laws and everything.
Yeah, me too. Well, I'm going to my sister's. Yeah. Well, everybody, thank him for hanging out with us. Lead Commander, congrats, bro. You're a Game Time and Angry. Do you see Falcons beating my Commander Sunday? I do not. Your thoughts?
I do.
See, there you go.
Is it in Washington?
I believe it's in Washington. Yes.
I do.
You think Atlanta beats Washington?
No,
okay.
No. I think Washington beats Atlanta.
Okay. Yeah. I agree with you then.
Okay.
Yeah. I thought you were going to think of Atlanta. I'm like, yeah. I don't see it. I think Washington's going to get the job done. As an Eagle fan, I'm curious in the chat. Put in the chat, you Eagle fans. What's the team you do not want? And now, obviously, Angry Eagle fans, they don't care. They fear nobody. They
want to see everybody.
Yeah. But come on, everybody. Nobody's really looking. Who do you don't want to see round one? My opinion, I think Tampa is really not that team that beat you guys before, and I think Washington. Remember, Eagles will be hosting a game. I think both of those games might be, I don't know. Washington's tough. Washington, it can be tough, people.
Yeah.
But I think Eagles would be good with either of them. I think the team you don't want to see is Green Bay. I don't know. What's your thoughts about the Eagles? Who would be a tough matchup round one? Oh, fumble.
Tough matchup round one with
Well,
the
you figure you
Philadelphia.
have the Rams, right? You got Rams, Packers.
As the Packers leading that division up there.
No. Minnesota,
Okay.
Detroit, Minnesota. So you got to have
it's
three.
the North.
Yeah. So you got to have Detroit probably 1. Minnesota's going to be 5. They're going to have like 13 or 14 wins, and they're going to be 5. That's crazy. There's only one bye. That's ridiculous. So Oscar says he thinks Rams and Packers will be the tough matchup. I think Green Bay's a tough matchup. Maybe the Rams, maybe.
Yeah, I can see like Matthew Stafford, man.
You think?
Yeah, Matthew Stafford
cold?
is a really good quarterback.
Well, I don't think they played Minnesota round 1, Chris. But I don't think so because the Eagles are going to be what 2. So 2's going to play 7, and then 3's going to play 6, and 4 is going to play 5. So we shall see.
We're getting into that time where everything is encompassed in these games. Like Philadelphia, yes, they could throw the ball. Jalen Hurts could throw the ball. Is he Joe Montana? No, he's not, but he can get it to his receivers and they can make stuff happen, in the open field, as well as the trenches. They got the trenches on lock, as well as the running back. They got the running back. They got the most complete team, I feel, going into the playoffs. So it's whoever faces them, they're going to have a tough matchup.
Who's that? Detroit? Is that who you said? Or the
No,
Eagles?
I said whoever.
Oh, yeah.
Whoever faces them.
Yeah. Yeah, I think right now I still think, and I think Detroit. But then after Detroit, I think to me it's close between the Eagles and the Packers. Even though Minnesota's playing well, I don't know that I'm on that bandwagon. On the road in the playoffs, Minnesota Vikings, I think they could be one and done. But they're very good. I mean, I just don't trust Sam Darnold. So I would probably go Detroit. I would probably go Philly, then Green Bay. And then it's a crapshoot. Then it's, what flavor do you like? The Rams, Tampa Bay, Washington. I think Washington might be the best of the rest just because of their quarterback. I think Washington would have a shot at Philly. I still think it's close, but I think they lose. But I think these next 2 games are going to be interesting, very interesting.
I tell you, within the next couple years, like maybe not next year, but the year after, the NFC East is going to go back to the NFC Beast again. Because I got a feeling the Giants, they'll draft Shedeur Sanders, and they'll get their organization.
I hope they take Cam Ward. I'm not trying to hate on the man, but I'm afraid of Shedeur. Cam Ward, he might be great too, but Dallas, it's enough that we got to deal with Jalen twice a year and his mobile quarterback. Now we got Jaden Daniels, right? And now we're going to get a Shedeur Sanders. Dak's going to be the least mobile out of the bunch. Go figure. When Dak was, first took over, he was the mobile guy, right? And you had nobody else was really that mobile. But
that broken leg kept him in the pocket.
Yep. When a team can impose their will on how you play your game, it says all. Linda Conyers. Well, I think how Dallas played last week against Tampa, the way they were hitting, I would say from a Cowboys point of view, they were imposing their will because you saw Mike Evans closing his eyes while he was running off the field trying to look tough when he got popped by Donovan Wilson in an unbelievably well-timed and clean hit. That's textbook. But my man laid him out. Tony Booth, thank you for a game time and Angry Cowboy for going live on Christmas. Well, having Angry is a surprise, a pleasant surprise, but I was debating it. I had some time, and this is what I do, so this is what I'm going to do. Tony, I appreciate you supporting the channel, my friend. I really do appreciate it. I am working on the hoodies. I got to get with my producer and, you know, and get them together. She's looking at me with a side eye.
Brian, let me show you something real quick.
She's getting ready to throw something at me. But yeah, we got to get the hoodies. They didn't make Christmas, but maybe we'll make, I don't know, we'll make it by the next month.
Yeah.
What do we got here?
The wifey got me this for, well, she made me this for Christmas. Yeah.
Wow. Oh, look at that. Is that leather sleeves and everything?
No. No.
Okay. I thought that was varsity, but still beautiful. Look at that. Dude, you should sell those.
I was like, what? Oh my goodness, that's crazy.
Wow, look at that throw. Oh, sorry, I was looking at this long pass to is that an ex-Cowboy? Was that the ex-Cowboy who caught that? I think that was the ex-Cowboy. I think that was the tight end. I could be wrong, but
yeah, it's like I tell the family, like, I don't ever know what to get you. I'm like, Cowboys. Cowboys.
But yeah, that's awesome, dude. I love that jacket.
Yeah, she kind of went all out.
Good for her. You deserve it. You put in a lot of work this year. The channel growth has been through the roof. So the hard work is paying off, my friend. USMC, Merry Christmas and thank you for your service. Merry Christmas, everyone from the Philippines. My man, I was wondering where you were. I know when I talk to you, I don't always know what you're doing and how you're doing it. But always glad to see you in the chat, my friend. Merry Christmas. Sohan, what's up, brother? Mean Metal. Which AFC team will upset Kansas City in the playoffs? Brian or Angry. I don't know. Do you have any thoughts on that, Angry?
Let me. I don't want to misspeak or anything, but let me just check the AFC playoff.
Yeah, I'm looking
picture.
at it now. You figure got Kansas City and then basically a lot of, I would say Buffalo, but they're not going to be. I would say they're not going to play until the championship game. So what's that next team outside of Buffalo? I think Pittsburgh's fake. Ravens.
Maybe the Ravens get back.
Yeah, I mean, Ravens, they always seem to not play well in the playoffs. Ooh, right. Touchdown. Look at that. Bang, bang. Look at that. Oof. Who is that? No, that's not the Cowboy guy. So maybe the Ravens. I think the Houston Texans. Everybody say a prayer for Tank Dell. He tore everything, people. From what I hear, he tore his ACL, MCL, PCL. He has a cartilage damage, which means possible nerve damage.
Oh man.
He has a dislocated kneecap. He tore everything. So that could potentially be the Jalen Smith injury. So again, we dodged that bullet, and I don't like to use that word. I don't like to use that term, but it is what it is. We dodged that bullet in regards to Diggs, but his ain't great. But he didn't tear, but the ACL, and I believe the MCL or the PCL. He didn't tear all three, or maybe he tore the three, but there's no damage to any of the cartilage, which is really, believe it or not, the worst thing, because that's where the degenerative, that's where that comes into.
And I was talking to some people on Facebook, Dallas Cowboy Facebook fan group, and there was a guy in there that said, "I smiled when Dak Prescott broke his leg."
Yeah, man, it's hard.
And my thing is like, being an ex-football player and everything, like when a person went down to injury, I don't care what team it was on. I went to a knee. I don't care. Like Jalen Hurts going out of the game to a concussion. That's like, yo, if you are happy about that, then you're a scumbag. Real talk. And I hate to talk like that, but if you're happy about that.
Yeah. No, you're right with that, because I said this going into the year. I like it when the Giants are good and healthy. I don't want the Eagles to get hurt. And, most of my Eagles subscribers and followers and channel members are the same way. Listen, we all are a fan, right? I mean, we're not going to lie. If we're playing a team that's hard to beat, hey, you want to knock that guy out. You don't want to see torn ligaments. You don't want to see, you don't want to see the horrific injuries. That's where I don't have a problem with a hard hit. Like what Donovan Wilson was doing if Mike Evans would have gotten a concussion, which I don't know. He looked like he was kind of concussed to me. Then that's just a hard hit. You chalk it up and say, good job. But nobody's really sitting back hoping for injury. That's horrible. I don't welcome that on this channel. You'll be gone in a heartbeat. I don't care who you root for. If you're a Cowboy fan gloating that Jalen's on the field, then I'm going to call you out because that's not what I want. Nobody remembers. Sorry, people. Nobody remembers a team who gets to the Super Bowl because they got an easy path. You always remember, dude, you remember when we went into Candlestick Park and Alvin Harper caught that ball to seal the game at the end. Those are the moments that I want to see. I don't, you know what I mean? That's I want everybody to be good. I want to beat you on your best. Now, I have not seen Eastside Harold. I hope he's okay, Twiz. You said that before. I don't know what happened on Mark's channel with him. He said some weird things. Maybe that's why he's off the grid. I don't know, but hope he's okay. At the end of the day, this is just what it is. Let's keep it in perspective. It's YouTube. It's NFL. It's not our lives as much as it is our lives. Yeah, Angry knows it's kind of our lives because it consumes us most of the day. Yeah, I have a job, but I'm sure he does as well, but it consumes. YouTube consumes us. For you guys, it really shouldn't. This is supposed to be entertainment, and you get your kicks. You come in, you troll a little bit with each other, and then you get out. But I hope he's okay.
Some people take it too far, though. Yeah,
people do, man. They always do. You should see. I'm sure you get it too. Probably not as much as me, because but I get some real negative stuff. Like, nobody said I'm perfect, people. I never. Oh, nice catch by Pickens. I'm an average Joe doing YouTube, which is what makes YouTube special. You don't have to be a TV personality. Yeah, we all have those. I don't, but I'm sure people have those. Hey, that would be great. Yeah, I'm in my 50s, so I'm not going. I have no desire to be on TV. I'm fine doing what I'm doing. Yeah, CZ, what a catch. What a catch by Pickens. He's finally back from injury. I have him in my fantasy. I'm in the championship today. So we need Pickens to keep getting those balls. Pause. Look at that run. There we go. Finally, we got a game. Good job. But look at Dak Prescott. I'm looking at his career here. Everybody likes to bring down Dak. Dak Prescott, he actually started in 2016. So he has 8 seasons, but just remember, he had in 2020 he played 5, and in 2024 he played 8. So 7 seasons. He played 16, 16, 16, 16, 5, 16, 12, 17, 8. So, okay. So there was 3 seasons where he had some injury. He's really only played about 8 years. 8 full seasons is what he's played. He's got 2 playoff wins, 5 playoff losses, touchdown, Steelers. We have ourselves a ball game. Nida's Cooking Show. Welcome to the Mailheads crew. Thanks, Nida. You are entered in for the raffle, so I will put you in. And if you're a Mailheads crew on the Super Bowl, then you will be eligible to win a jersey of your choice. But yes, thanks, Nida. Everybody go check out Nida's channel.
Almighty, boy.
She has a cooking channel. I believe she's in Canada, but it's freezing in Canada, big time. Steelers need to run the heck out of the ball. That's going to be their way. Oh, what? They didn't give them the Super Bowl? Oh, the touchdown? What happened? Was it a penalty or something? Yeah, I don't know what happened.
Yeah, me, Metal Mike. I could see an expansion team going to Canada, making it international.
Interception. Shit. I wish Jaguars moved to London. I don't. Sohan, again, I don't. But listen, I'm not gonna hate it. It is what it is. Mean Metal Mike, NFL expansion in Canada. Well, they have Canadian football. They like their fields to be wider, and I think it's 100 yards. I think, but I do believe it's about 10 yards wider. It's a different game. West Virginia, Merry Christmas, Aisha Robinson. Merry Christmas. I hope you're having a good day. I know this time of year is tough for you. She's an angry Cowboys fan. I know there's a lot of angry Cowboys fans in here, so that's good. So, what time you got to go to your in-laws? David Cowboy, what's up, brother?
I think we got to be there at 2:30.
Okay, so
I had to make the sweet potatoes. So
nice.
Sweet potatoes
Now, do you do a casserole or do you just do like straight up sweet potatoes?
Straight up sweet potatoes.
Yeah. Do you do the white or the orange ones?
The orange.
Yeah. Okay, because my mother did it all, But just curious. Yep, she would do the cinnamon and all that fun stuff.
Yeah.
A little bit of this, a little bit of that, some marshmallows, whatever. I was a little too sweet for me, but it was a hit. We need to be happy and make our foods. Nida, you just got to keep the men well fed, and everything will be fine. Oh, she's making a ham. Nice.
Jeez,
nice.
I just zoomed up.
Ham and salad. Very good. But, yeah. So I just wanted to look as a beekeeper, and oh my God, Dak's had all these years. Well, he's had about 8 years. It goes by quick, people. It really does. I mean, who would have thought? He's played 8 seasons, in total with injury, and I think he's going to come back with a lot to prove. Angry,
and it's just not Dak Prescott, because if this team is able to luck out and get another franchise quarterback after Dak Prescott, I'm gonna be rooting for him too. You know what I'm saying? If Cooper Rush if the franchise said, screw it, we're just gonna eat all this dead money for Dak Prescott, get rid of him, and go with Cooper Rush, I'm gonna be on Cooper Rush's bandwagon too. So a lot of people are gonna hate me for that as well.
Well, again, here's the difference. We put ourselves out there, and we put ourselves in a corner. We can't cover our sides when we do YouTube. At some point, you got to put a stand out there. Nobody wants to watch a guy who's afraid to say anything. I try and be as nice as possible, and but at the end of the day, make no mistake, I'm a Cowboy fan who's doing YouTube, and that's where my slant's going to be. So know that, and then we'll work from there. So I may not be as over the top as some, but I think Dak comes back next year with it. Now, I don't know how that's going to work, but he is what I like about Dak, he has a competitiveness within himself. You saw it by the way his body changed after the leg injury. He took it upon himself. It's not easy, people, to do what he's doing with his body and get in unbelievable shape. Dak is a specimen these days, and he has to be in order to just get up and get through his day. People don't realize the amount of rehab that requires on his leg alone. Now he got a torn hamstring in the same leg. I believe it's the same leg. He's going to work his ass off to get back onto the field, people. So at least you can respect him for that. We'll see what happens when he gets on the field. Let's hope that they get out and get him a number 2 wide receiver, a true number 2 weapon like every other great team has. Okay, I'm not saying we never had it, because people say, oh, well, you had Amari. We had Amari when CD was just a puppy. Mm-hmm. Now CD's a man. Now go get me a young puppy who can learn from CD. Ooh, got to get it. Interception. He dropped it.
I don't understand why it would be such a the rigmarole for getting a wide receiver 2, for getting the dog at the wide receiver 2 position. I don't give a damn if it's Dak Prescott or whoever. The quarterback for the Dallas Cowboys should have those two weapons. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I'm a rider because you know what? I be that. Fuck that. Anyway, sorry.
No. Nobody said, hey, Kid Cowboy, I never said it wasn't his fault. All I said was he's going to work hard to come back. Don't read more into it. You're not a Dak fan. We know this. I'm fine. Me and Primetime Phil are fine with moving on from Dak if we had another option.
Right.
Again, that's not the option right now. He's coming back. I'm on board with drafting a young one this year. You always draft. With the amount of draft picks we have, get one in here. You never know when you're going to stumble on the next Tony Romo. You never know. Go get me Jackson Dart in the third round if he's there. Go get me him. You know, and then let him work with Dak, and injury comes, you know, my man gets a shot, and it's all good. So again, it has nothing to do. I like Tolbert as well. I was one of the lone ones who liked Tolbert. There's a reason why they had success last week, everybody, and I'll just tell you, because, oh my God, they looked great. We have a great future. Well, a Tampa Bay put 8 and 9 men in the box and dared you to throw the ball. That's why guys were open, because our line blocked up their pressure, and we had guys wide open. Most teams don't play 8 and 9 men in the box. I got news for you. If Eagles play 9 men in the box this week, they're going to get cooked too. Now, they're better on the back end than Tampa, obviously. But no disrespect to the Eagles, no team in the NFL can stay with a receiver for more than 3 seconds and expect to be able to cover them. You know, it's just, you have to get the ball out of the quarterback's hand. That's going to be, you know, circling back towards the Eagles-Cowboys. I think the Eagles win if they get pressure on a Cooper Rush and get the ball out of his hand. Eagles lose is if they let Cooper Rush, if they can't get to him and Cooper is able to get the ball out, then it could be a problem. Right. I do think Eagles are a tough matchup for the Cowboys right now. I do. Michael
Really
Dana, Lumpia. Okay, Michael Dana. Yeah, you and Nida can talk food, I'm sure. We can't go. We're getting a quarterback this year, a kid. We can move on. Ultra Cowboy was in here. He's the number. BV, Merry Christmas. Ultra is the numbers guy. We can move on from Dak after next year if we want. Look what they just did with Russell Wilson in Denver. You could do it. It's going to cost you some money and dead money. I don't know if Dallas will do it, but you can do it.
Yeah.
Yep. It'll be a $60 million cap hit after this upcoming year. We got to get through this next year. Now, I don't know that they're going to do that. Maybe Dallas makes the playoffs and wins a couple playoff games. Then I doubt that's going to be high on your list of things to do. Maybe they don't make the playoffs next year and you're looking to move on. I can't see the future. Right. So, lots of beaches and my banana tree, everything in the mountain. You're living large, Nida. You're living good.
I just feel with, you know, one of these compensatory picks that we have, we could go out and get Jackson. You know, I was looking at him. I'm like, man, he looks all right, especially at the position that he is in the draft.
Yeah,
like, it looks all right.
I think he may go higher than people think. I think he may have to, but we'll see. Maybe third round, he's there. It is possible. Will they take him? I don't know. We'll never know. That's the thing when we start talking draft, Angry. You know, we sit there and analyze guy. Oh, I love this guy. And then to come to find out, they were never taking that guy because he doesn't fit in their scheme or something. We don't know that. We can think about it. Did any of us see Leofau, this year as any sort of impact player? Yet to hear Mike Zimmer talk, he's a football savant. He's finally getting his chance with Overshown being out, and you see what the dude is doing. Yeah, is he perfect? No, but he's a first-year player who's calling plays, making plays. It's a bright future with Maris Leofau. So we didn't see that coming. Philly D, what's up, brother? Merry Christmas. We're not going to get a QB to sit around for 2 years. Yeah, they're going to draft a quarterback. It doesn't have to be high in the draft, Kid Cowboy.
That's my thing. Is like we're not going to draft for another 2 to 3 years. But we are losing. We have the potential to lose both of our backup quarterbacks to free agency this year. I mean, yes, we have Will Greer, but we need another one.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I think we draft one this year, Kid Cowboy. I do. It may not be the one that me and I didn't know he liked Jackson Dart. I was just looking at a guy who was mobile. That's kind of where the league is going. Has a strong arm. I think Dallas is going to be in the worst case around 15 to 18. Best case probably around 13. If you get him in the third round with that first pick, I don't know that they're going to take him, but he should be there. But
I tell you, like in my Pro Football Focus mock drafts, Jackson Dart, I get him in like the 5th round.
Yeah, I know, man, but I have a feeling that I think once the combine comes and he reminds me a lot of believe it or not, a Bo Nix type, like an active dude. I actually think his arm is better than Bo Nix's, but whatever, we'll see. Kid Cowboy thinks Trey Lance is coming back. I think that's a waste. I think giving up a 4th round for Trey Lance was a waste, in my opinion. But I hear you, bro. I do. Yeah, I think he'll be gone possibly in the 2nd too, Kid Cowboy. But we'll never we'll never know. Stephen White, what's up, man? Long time, brother. A QB. What's going on, man? We'll see, man. We'll see. We got plenty of time to talk draft. I'm looking forward to the college bowl season. I know that. I'm looking forward to these games. Who do you like? Do you follow college football at all?
I really don't. I need to start. I kind of asked the Angry Cowboys fan family. I kind of asked them, like, who should I start rooting for? Because I don't want to get in here like I'm an Alabama dude, or I don't want to jump on a bandwagon.
Yeah.
So like, I just want to know, like, who is a good quality team that I should be rooting for? And a lot of people said the Texas Longhorns. I mean, maybe it's because Dallas.
You're what? You're Rhode Island, right? Don't you live in Rhode Island?
No, I'm in Vermont.
Vermont. Yeah, you're up that way. But you're like from me, it's going that way. Yeah, so, I got to go through Rhode Island, kind of around Rhode Island to get to Vermont. But yeah, so you East Coast. I just mean. Obviously, I'm just looking forward to this. Now, all the games have been blowouts, so we kind of knew that. Everybody that, I feel bad for SMU because I was saying they should never have been in there. Listen, I'm angry. If you watch the college basketball, they added the extra team. Now they have the play-in game. There's always going to be somebody upset that they didn't make the field of 64 or the field of 12. But let's be honest, there was only about 2 or 3 teams that actually have a shot of winning the whole thing from the get-go. So I think Georgia's going to find their way in it. I agree, Indigenous. Oregon, my partner, Primetime Phil, I don't know if Oregon gets there. I love Oregon, but I think they have a tough bracket. I think it's going to be like Georgia and, I don't know, somebody else. Sugar Daddy, Oregon does look good, but I don't know, man. I'm just scaring Primetime that is alma mater. If anybody don't know, Primetime was the quarterback of Oregon back in the day. He was a third stringer, but he still was on the team for the Oregon Ducks. I forget who he played with, but it was an NFL quarterback at the time. So, yeah, Primetime was an Oregon Duck.
I just feel like whether you're first, second, or third string, you have that experience. You know what I'm saying? That experience that other people don't have.
Yeah.
I didn't go to college and play, but I played in semi-pro.
There you go.
That's an experience.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I always tell people, my brother always told me he played, and he always said, if you've never, were in a huddle and you went through the worst, then you really don't know. And, so it's one of those things where if you've never suited up and played the game, ran as hard as you possibly could into another man, and got up and did it again, then got up and did it again, then you really don't know the game as far as much as you think you do. You don't know the psyche of an NFL player. It's sick. It's literally a train wreck, a car wreck every play when you're on the sideline. I was never more scared, Angry. When I was a young kid, I was at my older brother's. He was in an all-star game for high school. And looking back on the other team, the guys that played against him on the losing team, mind you, was Mike Rozier was the running back, and Willie Flipper Anderson was the wideout. Of the losing team against my brother's team in a high school East-West type game, all-star game. And I was on the sideline, and I was just, and these like guys were huge, and the sounds of the hits were absolutely nuts back then. And it's only gotten worse, people. They're bigger, faster, stronger. It's a car wreck. It definitely is, Vinny. It's a car wreck.
And the thing is, like, the smaller leagues, the semi-pros and all that, they have the baseline NFL rules. But as far as the flags and stuff go, nah, it ain't all that pity pat, roughing the passer like that or blindside blocks. Nah, they ain't calling none of that. Yep. I got a concussion off a blindside block.
Oof, yeah. Yeah, then a lot of those blindside blocks are illegal now, or you got where if you're already engaged and then somebody comes in, that's illegal, so they're trying to clean it up, but in doing so, it does take some of the physicality out of the game. Just look at some of the highlights. Look at Troy Aikman's highlights, especially against the Eagles. He got murdered on every other play, but that was the league. That was the rules. So,
right.
Car rock on every play. Philly D, SD1 could have been a great, but being a prick block George. SD1. Who's SD1? Could have been great, but been a prick block George. Oh, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what that means, bro. Ironhead Hayward. Oh, Ironhead was the man. Oh, he went to Passaic, right. He was local. Yes, I do remember that. I forget it was Passaic, but I know he was a local guy. Sure ain't doing no car wreck. Number 7. Ew, Diggs. Russell Wilson's getting ready to get knocked. Touchdown, Russell Wilson. 13-7. We got a football game. Hey.
Yeah, Dustin, I think we've all been there, buddy. I think we've all been there, man.
I was on a junior college football team in San Diego, but I was young and dumb and got in trouble. Listen, yeah, exactly. Believe it or not, you're like most people.
Yeah.
I went to where I went to high school. One of our guys, he was blessed. He was unbelievable. Sean Smith. He was an unbelievable player in a small high school, in a small town where nobody's ever come out of there and really done anything major. But he got a full ride to the University of Notre Dame. It's not easy to do for like a division, the 3 high school, very small high school. We had less than 100 people in our graduating class. That's how small we were. So he got a full ride to Notre Dame and didn't work out for those exact reasons. So he ended up, now let's not feel sorry for him. He ended up transferring to San Diego State University, where he was a teammate of one Marshall Falk. And he ended up playing a little bit with the Giants. He was with the training camp with the Eagles for a little bit. Didn't amount to much, but just a little story of a guy who had it all. Went to Notre Dame. You would think, man, that Notre Dame's not easy to get into. You got to have the grades as well as the athleticism, and it just wasn't a fit for him. Went out to San Diego State, balled out. So let's not feel sorry for the kid, but it's a good story. But who doesn't dream of running out of the tunnel? For the University of Notre Dame. I mean, that would be awesome,
right?
But
I guess the only one that really, made a mark from my high school. He's a Dallas Cowboys running back now.
Really?
Rico? Yeah, Rico Dowdle came from my alma mater, my high school.
Rico, nice. So I guess he's probably got a banner or a flag in your high school, I'm sure.
He actually played he played running back as well as part-time quarterback. So he has the ability to throw the ball.
Yeah, I was in, me and Prime Time were in Dallas for the Dallas Eagles game, and we were staying at the Omni Frisco, which is right there. It's basically the team hotel. And we were out and about with Wade, one of my subscribers, and we came back, and there was I forgot. It wasn't a Friday night though, but it was a local high school. It was packed. It was jammed. There was a local high school football playoff game being played at the Star in Frisco. So we were trying to get to our hotel, and the whole outside the artificial turf field was all packed. The Ford Field is the indoor practice facilities where they allow all the local high school teams to play like 1 or 2 games a year there. I think it's 1 game a year there. But they were playing their a playoff game. How nice would that be? There'd be a high school football player, and you're allowed to go and play at a pro facility. That's awesome, man.
Right. But I'm about to get off here.
All right, bro.
I'm about to get off here. I appreciate your game time. Appreciate your chat and everybody in the chat. Even UK Cowboy, appreciate you.
Yeah, right. Love you, bro.
No, but I just wanted to comment on something that he said. He said these players don't even practice anymore. You're absolutely right. They don't practice. And I believe one of the reasons why they don't practice is because when I was playing, we would go hard in practice, like bang, like just, collisions, like we were in a game. But the thing is, one of our guys, we tackled one of our guys and he blew his ACL and MCL. And it's like, we got to stop this. We got to stop it. But guys, thank you very much. I truly appreciate y'all. Game time. I'll see you later, man.
All right, brother. Thank you. Merry Christmas. Tell
Merry
the wife
Christmas,
I said
y'all.
Merry Christmas and be safe. All right, brother. See you. And there you have it. A special guest, Angry Cowboy fan, decided to hang out with us. So that was cool. Very cool. So we sit here now. We got 13-7. The Chiefs are beating the Steelers. But at least we got a game. We got 10 minutes to go in the second quarter. Did I miss any super chats? Oh, no, I didn't. I got everybody, I think. I think I got the last one. Let's see here. I think I got the last one. Stream health, viewer activity. Yes, I got it. All right, we got a Nida. Do you watch football? I'm curious. Do you know what we're doing here? Do you watch NFL football? We go to the bottom of the chat here. Stephen White, Angry Cowboy fan. Yeah, he's a trip. I love talking to him. College football food tastes better than NFL food. Mean metal. I like watching college football. Arturo, you out of here, brother? No, are you saying bye to Angry? James Harris, defensive end, Minnesota, was in my graduating class. Very cool. Now, is that the guy who was drafted by the Eagles? Or no? That's who am I thinking of? Twas Dustin Roberts. San Diego State is a solid program. Yeah, I don't feel sorry for my friend. You could probably Google him, but I don't know that he'll pop up. Sean Smith, a class of 89. So I guess his first year in college football would have been 1990. There's the USL and the XFL. Are they still have both, or is it combined? That's a good question. Oh, wide open. Mahomes is unbelievable. Unbelievable. So, SD1, okay. Twiz, towards the goal. Thanks, my friend. Merry Christmas to you. I appreciate you. I like college football better than the NFL. I love college football, but I actually really like allowing more teams in. I know they're not doing well, but I enjoy I enjoy more teams. Like, I'm kind of rooting for Boise, but I don't know what Boise's going to be able to do. Jeez, Mahomes is unbelievable. Third down, West Virginia. Thanks, brother. Very cool. We got our goal. Goal's been met. Thank you. Appreciate it. I still got to send Kelly's shirt out. If she's watching, I have not had time to get it together, but I haven't forgot about you. Thank you. That's going to be a field goal attempt for the guy that has the kicker. Go for it. Come on. Come on, go for it. Go for it. Come on. Ooh, that was a bad spot. I thought he almost had it. Are they going for it? Yes. Yes. I hope they don't get it, though. Stop him. Mahomes, he's going to go deep. You watch. He's going to Kelsey. Yeah. Dude, don't you hate when I know of my... Come on now. Flag. Hey, what's up, Curtis? How are you, brother? How you hanging in there, brother? They're going to kick it now. That's not good. One more, bro. I feel too many as it is, Dustin. NFL should expand and also expand the playoff format. You want more teams in there, Mean Metal? Now they're going for the... Oh, no, they're punting now. Yes, yes. Richard Royster, what's up, brother? Game time. I'm doing pretty good. Just trying to stay positive. Thank everyone. I hope we had a Merry Christmas. Yeah, if anybody didn't know, I'm not trying to bring you down, Curtis, but I know you're struggling. Curtis lost his wife a few months ago. And Curtis is struggling on this holiday. So, you know, she's looking down on you, my friend. She's with you. Why not? If we interested, it would be more unpredictable. Mean Metal, I don't know, man. There's a lot of teams. I don't like the one bye. So if you're going to add a team, here you go, Mean Metal. How about this? Add 8 teams and give out a bye for the first 2 spots. How about that? How about that? Add an 8th playoff team and add a second bye for the first and second place. I got you now, Chris May, Brian May. I know what you mean. Yeah, Tony Boo, that's what I was saying. Y'all want a wide receiver or running back? I want a wide receiver, Chad Johnson. Chad Johnson, I want a wide receiver, bro. But it all depends how the draft works. The good thing is wide receiver is plentiful. There's 3 wide receivers that I would take at that pick. McMillan, Igbuka, and Burden. That's those 3. There's 2 running backs, I think. I know one at least. Obviously, the Boise running back, Ashton Genty, but there's a lot of running backs. So I'll be curious to see. You know what else I'll be curious? I mean, I'm curious about this. I'm curious about next year, right? If you move a Cooper Beebe to guard and let Brock Hoffman play center. Brock Hoffman probably is better center than guard. Brock Hoffman did not have a good game this past week at guard. But I don't know that they're going to do that. So I was watching one of the shows and they were talking about it. That's a possibility. They know Big Mike's playbook. Sohan, Merry Christmas. All the wide receivers are returning. Maybe. We'll see. Who would you take, Kid Cowboy? I don't, a running back, I guess. You could I think Gentry's going top 10, so we probably will miss that on him. Maybe an edge rusher or a safety. How about a safety, Kid Cowboy? You got you got two safeties I like. You got Malachi Starks, and then you have, I think, the Penn State safety? Let me open up another window. All right, let's see here. Now it's the Texas safety, Jahdae Barron. I like Barron out of the University of Texas. Is anybody familiar with Barron out of Texas? Jahdae Barron. I don't know how to say his first name. Jahdae. Barron. I really like Barron. So let's say we were drafting 18th. Barron would be a guy there that you could take. You could take running back. Marion Hampton would probably be the next guy. Get down, Russell. Get down. I'm not as high on Isaiah Bond as some. I'm trying to think here. Linebacker, maybe Jalon Walker. I don't really know. Jihad Campbell. Cornerback. We got to start looking at corner possibly. Edge rusher. Michael Williams out of Georgia. I don't know. Got Nick Skirton out of Texas A&M. Shamar Stewart, edge out of Texas A&M. I like the Ohio State edge rusher, JT Tuimalau. I like him. But other than that, I haven't gotten too deep. Kenneth Grant maybe in round 2. Derek Harmon, defensive tackle, Oregon. Obviously Mason Graham, but I think Mason Graham's going to be long gone. So we shall see about that. All right, here we go. 13-7. Steelers got the ball. 3rd and 3 at their own 42. Handoff. Gain of about 1, maybe. They got to. I'd punt it here, but they're going to go for it, I think. So, let's see here. Mason Grant. Wow. Automatic first down. 12 men on the field on defense. Let's roll, baby. Yeah, baby. What state that does not have enough team do you want or think will be the next thing in Kentucky? Tony Boo. Let's see here. I don't know. That's a good question. I don't know, Chris. We'll see about the upset. He says, "Will the Steelers pull up the upset?" I'd like there to be a football. Where would there be football? What New Mexico says Kid Cowboy. Jerry wouldn't want that. Well, maybe New Mexico. Let's see. That's a good question. Utah? How about Utah? There you go. Kid Cowboy. Me and you together. There you go. We said it at the same time. I didn't really see Oklahoma City, Mean Metal. Okay. My brother-in-law lives in Oklahoma City. Well, where does he live? He lives near Tulsa. Let's see here. What are my trade offers? 55 and 86. Accept. All right, let's see here. What do we got here? Sorry, I'm doing a mock draft, just seeing how it's going here. I would let Trey Lance try and play for the Commanders game and stick with Rush next game against the Eagles. Trey Lance again doesn't want him to get injured. Yeah, I'm hearing a lot of different things about why Trey's not playing. It'll be interesting. How do you friggin' come on? Catch the ball. Sorry about that. I was just texting. EJB, what's going on, brother? EJB's in the house. Arkansas honkies. They wasted $5 million on Trey Lance. Well, I don't care about the money as much as the 4th round pick, but we'll see. He was nothing to prove. Yeah, he has nothing to prove. Yeah, you can't coach that. Sammy Davis Jr. kissing Archie all-time classes. This is an all-time classic. Here you go. I'm gonna replay this. Here you go. You guys let me know about this fight.
3rd and 13. It's tough to make progress. Flag again on the play. Hager was the man who hit him with flags all over the place.
That's going to be a penalty against the Eagles.
This is one of those that continues.
Look at Gogan there. He's going in a stance. This is a real fight.
That was Jerome Brown that Gogan was going after. We need DeMarcus of Queensberry here instead of Gene Barth.
They need a cage to put those guys in, a cage match.
They forgot it's Thanksgiving.
They could disqualify a
Let me
bunch of
restate the
guys.
fouls. We had an encroachment foul against the defense, which was enforced. We have offsetting, unnecessary roughness fouls. However, the Philadelphia foul was a disqualification foul on number 74.
It was number 74. I didn't see what he did.
Well, you're in the pile, see? He's right here in the middle of the pile, right there. So you can see what he's going to... Yes. Look, you got...
Those were the good old days. Indeed they were. Anyway, here we go. 3rd. Chiefs got the ball stuffed. Make it 2nd and 9, maybe 2nd and 10. Not soft at all. Madden and Harry Callis. Is that who it was? Was that Harry Callis there? Or was that Pat Summerall? I didn't hear it. I can't hear it. 3rd down. 3rd down. Yeah, that was the best Philly D. I think Kevin Gogan's still alive. We all know what happened to Jerome, but Harry Callis. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Swing along, fly ball, deep center field. That ball's out of here. Kevin Gogan is a god. He's a beast. Yeah, he was a beast. 4th down. Nice tackle. Nice tackle. Is that Joey Porter Jr.? Oh, no, Fitzgerald. Here's the 2-2 pitch. God bless Jerome Brown. I like that guy. He was a beast. That's Big Sills' teammate. Big Sills was a pallbearer for Jerome Brown. Phillies was my team. Yeah. I said the Phillies and Mets going to be a dogfight this year. Jalen Carter's a young Jerome Brown. I don't know if he's Jerome, but he's good, man. I don't know. Braves are always good. The days when baseball still wasn't boring. Yeah, I know. I got news for you. NFL could be boring at times too, with all the penalties. With all the penalties, the NFL could be boring as well.
Oh,
Yo, what's up, man?
what's up?
Merry
Christmas.
Merry Christmas. What are you doing today?
Shit, right now I'm going to Arlington by Cowboy Stadium. I'm going over here to pick up a vinyl. I'm a record player.
Okay, that's cool.
I'm building a system like a stereo system.
Okay. Are you out at the stores? Is anybody open?
I mean, gas stations.
But I mean, you saying you're
stuff
going to
like
pick
that,
up something?
but like stores, no. No, I'm meeting up a guy on Facebook Marketplace. I'm buying it.
Oh, okay.
Like it's not brand new yet. It's just like a meet up off Facebook resale.
When I log on.
Yeah, I'm really pissed.
I log on. Have to do that.
Oh,
Yeah, my password is my YouTube password.
All right, good. Everybody get that. I'm sorry. What's up, Thomas? Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. What's going on, brothers?
No, man, just sitting here. I got time to stream the early game before I hop in the shower and hit the road for I'll probably leave here around 5 o'clock Eastern. So head down in about half hour to my sister's house, spend a Christmas dinner with them, and back to work tomorrow. Lucky me. Philly D says baseball to me has gotten better with the pitch clock. Yeah, it has. Let's see. Merry Christmas, Tony. Boo. But yeah, so yes, indeed. Did you see the parents, Wade? Did you go see your parents?
It's too much of a drive. I saw my dad on Saturday.
Oh, okay.
But he was in Abilene, but I saw it's too far of a drive for like a 2-day turnaround. It's just too far. I would literally have to be driving back today from South Texas because I got to work tomorrow.
Really?
So I would have spent my whole Christmas driving back, basically.
Yeah, I got to work tomorrow. What's tomorrow? I'm all back. Tomorrow's Thursday. I got to work Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Tomorrow's going to be ugly, too. We got circulars. It's going to be an ugly day. So, whatever. It is what it is.
Dude, I'm pissed because, yesterday I went on Facebook Marketplace. I don't know if you buy anything on there.
Okay. Not in a while.
So, like, I was trying to get, like, a stereo system, like, all bulk together, and I ran across a Luxman stereo system. Like, it had, like, the cassette, CD, amplifier, tuner, like, record player. Dude, I was looking up those systems. Bro, they're, like, just a piece, like, for the 7 pieces. Like, they're, like, $500-$600 a piece. This lady was selling it for $100 the whole thing.
Really? Now, what?
And I went to go buy it, and
are you
she
talking
pulled
the
out
old school systems, or
yeah, this is the old school, the 80s.
Yeah, like the
80s,
rack system. You know, it's funny because I would just give that
Yeah.
shit away. I have a Kenwood upstairs. You know, the 5-disc changer, the tuner, I don't know exactly what's up there, but yeah, I remember just getting rid of it. You know, it's crazy.
Yeah, the Luxman is the ones that has like the where the faceplate like sinks in, and exposes the buttons. Shit,
Yeah,
those things
yeah.
are expensive. That lady, that lady pulled out because her daughter's like, no, don't sell it. I was like, you bitch. I wanted that for Christmas.
That's crazy, man.
So Christmas has been officially ruined.
So yeah, but you're going to buy one, you said, right?
Yeah, it's a record player, but yeah, and then I got a Hitachi like tuner and amplifier and all that.
Yeah. Vinny, I'm working tonight. I'm working tomorrow night. Oof. Yeah, Drew worked a double last night. He's working a double today. He's making double time. He's working 12 hours today. That's crazy.
Yeah, the Grinch stole Christmas from me, literally.
Yeah, it sounds like it, dude. Sounds like it. I'm doing mock drafts as I sit here. Mason Grant.
Are the Cowboys about 15 right now?
Yeah, right now they're about 15. Yep. That's where they're at, exactly. Oh, good. We're getting a full house here. Is it halftime? I guess it's halftime. Yep. Halftime, 13-7. Chiefs.
Hello, guys.
What's up, Randy? Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to y'all.
How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. And you?
I'm doing okay. Doing okay. Just sitting here watching, doing mock drafts on my one screen. And the live stream here, watching the game.
Yeah.
It's about all I'm doing. Just chilling. After this game's over, I got to get a shower and head on up the road. So
Yeah, we just had ours a while ago.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm glad it's over with.
Yeah.
See
Time to
Stephen A.
kick
mocking
back.
the Cowboys.
What's that?
I'll celebrate. Stephen A. was mocking the Cowboys like, celebrate. Y'all are celebrating the victory against Tampa. This is the problem with the franchise.
Shut the fuck up.
You know, and all that.
Nobody's celebrating nothing.
If it wasn't for him hating on the Cowboys, he wouldn't be popular.
Yeah. You're right with that. You're right with there.
Yeah, Skip Bayless, look at him. He's falling off the map almost.
Indeed he has.
Yeah, he has.
Skip Bayless has.
He's made the money. Right.
Yeah, he'll be fine. What, is Thomas outside today?
Yeah, he's outside running wind sprints. No, I don't know what he's doing. He's out there pushing some iron. I don't know what he's doing.
He's lifting 16 ounces.
Yeah, right. He's pounding the Bud Light. No, I don't think he drinks beer. I think he's more of a whiskey guy, or no, I think he's vodka. I think he's vodka. I think he likes that stuff.
Ugh.
Yeah, right. Yeah, the Ultra says Thomas is duck hunting. Just don't shoot. Yeah, just don't pull a Dick Cheney or whatever and shoot somebody. Be careful, bro. That's what I just had. Mean Muddle. I just had a little thing of spiked eggnog. I can only do one though. It's a little too heavy for me. But man, game time. Merry Christmas, George DC for life. Merry Christmas from Long Beach, California. That's beautiful out there. Beautiful out in Long Beach. So,
Weather is probably perfect out there.
yeah, it is. What's the weather in Arlington?
Right now it's
60s, right?
right now it's 55 degrees.
55. That's perfect, man.
Oh yeah, it feels fine. It just like dude, it rained all day yesterday. I literally my whole Christmas Eve was just in the house sleeping and out of the rain.
Really? Oh man. That sucks, dude.
Yeah, and then last night it got down here to South Texas and it did the same thing. It rained like hell.
Mm. Yeah. Let me look at the weather for tomorrow and see what it's going to be tomorrow. Let's see. It is going to be 40 degrees tomorrow for a high. So 40 degrees tomorrow high. That's a high temperature. So let me look. By the time I get to the street tomorrow morning, it'll be 29, 32, 34, 36, 38. So basically, it's going to be in the 30s all day for me. So it says 40, but it doesn't get to 40.
Is it supposed to rain there? Or
No,
is
no
it
rain.
clear?
No rain.
Oh, that's not too bad as long as the wind's not blowing hard.
Yeah.
I mean, I say that it's going to be almost 75 degrees here tomorrow.
Hmm. Let's see here. Well, this mock draft here, I just took your guy. Let's hear. I'll share it. I'm just messing around here. Where's my screen share? Here we go. I took Mason Graham at 15, Judkins at 54, and Jackson Dart at 77. I only did a few rounds, so let's see. I'm on the board.
Who did you take in the second round?
Mason Graham at 15 in the first.
That's a
Judkins, the running back at
okay.
Ohio State. I had my choice. I almost didn't take one because I like Ollie Gordon, but Ollie Gordon's he's down a little bit. Then I took Jackson Dart, a quarterback at 77.
Right.
So now I'm on the board. Ollie Gordon is there, but I took my running back. He got like Oronde Gadsden the second. The wide receiver. You got Kobe Bryant, he a corner out of Kansas, who I like. He's a little small, but I like him. I don't know. Dylan Gabriel, they're not. We just took a quarterback. Let's go by position. We took a running back. Let's look at wide receiver. Who do we got? You got Gadsden. I know they like this Jimmy Horn Jr., but
is that Jimmy Horn?
I think that's Joe
Saints?
Horn's kid. Yeah, I think that's Joe Horn's kid. But that he wouldn't go until later. We took our running back, offensive tackle, offensive guard, defense, safety. Yeah. What's that?
So you might as well at 15. You might as well just take the best player available.
Yeah. Right now, that's where we're at.
I guess. It doesn't matter.
Yeah. Yep. So I don't know. It really is tough this year. It really is. So.
Well, it depends on if we do anything at all in free agency. If Jerry and his son are willing to spend money.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting.
Look, a lot of young guys on the field against Tampa Bay. They relied on a lot of young guys. The offensive line has come around as of late.
Yeah, it has. I agree.
And the team overall slapped around Tampa, played them pretty hard.
The game really wasn't as close as the score indicated.
It gives me hope, maybe, that, the players we drafted in development, that, we have a good draft this year. And, if they do go into free agency, bring some players in, we'll be more solid next year, way more solid.
I agree.
Give Mike Zimmer another year because I think the defense is coming around.
I totally agree with you on all that.
What do you think, Brian?
Yeah, man. I really think that, well, looking at Ultra, you said Higgins going to get paid by the Patriots. That makes a lot of sense. It really does. But, so we'll see. Again, I don't expect any big moves in free agency. I think our big moves might be retaining a couple of our own players. So that's probably where we're looking.
Maybe. Would you bring back DeMarcus Lawrence for another year?
Yeah,
or
depending on what he wants, man. That, I don't know.
It's on
man.
the cheap.
I don't think he's going to take on the cheap. What's cheap to you? 10 million?
I think
mean, 5 million.
Yeah,
that's what I was thinking. 5, 6 million.
It would have to.
Like,
Yeah, I would think it would have to be a multi-year deal. Like it would have to be like a 3-year deal with a void year. You know, maybe do 3 years and make it 30 million guaranteed, something like that, where you could get out of it after next year or something, or 3 years, 27 million guaranteed, something like
but
that.
They got to have an out in there.
Kendricks.
I would like Kendricks.
Yeah, because I'm like, Overshawn probably ain't gonna play all year next year. We at least need a couple linebackers, at least.
Yeah, I agree with you. I don't think
Overshawn's showing up next year.
No, I think we're going to have to draft one linebacker.
On Diggs, damn, what's going to happen with that whole thing? Oh, we were talking like they may cut his ass. That's
Who's
crazy.
that? Who's that?
Diggs.
Yeah, I heard. First, I heard it was Ultra just throwing that out there from some blog or whatever. They're just throwing out possible scenarios, is what's going on. Overshone's already walking without crutches. They will resign Kendricks. Yeah, well, here's the deal. If Zimmer's here, they need Kendricks back.
Yeah, he's a solid linebacker. Solid linebacker.
Leofau's played pretty good too.
Yeah, Leofau.
Leofau's part of the future.
Bring in another veteran linebacker, maybe.
You figure you have Kendricks, Leofau. I guess Vigil would be back.
Draft a linebacker and then bring in another veteran, probably.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. You can get you'll get a linebacker.
Yeah, because Overshown, we ain't gonna have Overshown next year. I'm already scratching him off the roster.
Yeah, I agree with you there. I don't think he's coming back till 26.
Bring Kendricks back. We need depth. Yeah, I would do Kendricks definitely. I would definitely bring Kendricks back. He's he leads the team in tackles. You don't know. With a guy like Overshown, you don't know for sure what's going to happen. He could possibly be ready to go this time next year.
Zimmer has some. Zimmer's been a part of the organization. Zimmer does have a voice. If Zimmer tells Jerry and Steven, we need to bring Kendricks back, I'm pretty sure they'll get it done.
I agree with that.
Tells them I need.
I definitely agree with that.
The guys they're planning on bringing back would be smart for them to go ahead and sign them right now for next year. That way they don't fight with all these salaries after the season because they're going to balloon.
And then what? The defensive line. Oh my gosh, who is it? Who's the free agent?
Diggy Zua.
Yeah, we need to sign. They need to sign him. Don't let him go.
I agree.
Don't let him go.
Him and Lewis. I want Lewis back too.
That's what I mean. They're going to be our biggest. I don't think we're going to do anything bigger than that. Look at that pass. Jesus. Worthy is so fast.
Hey, them would go good with her skirt she's got on over there.
Indeed, it would.
Can someone, beat the Chiefs besides the Bills this year?
I know. Yeah.
What's that?
Someone beat the Chiefs this year.
Yeah, well, they have one loss.
Yeah, against the Bills, but damn.
Yeah, it looks like they're getting ready to go in and score here. 13-7, 13 minutes to go in the third quarter.
Oh, I see movement on Thomas.
Oh. There he is.
Hey, Thomas.
Hey, what's going on? Merry Christmas, everybody.
Merry Christmas.
Yeah, I'm just out here in the backyard, man. It feel like it's a spring day today here in Nashville.
Looks beautiful out.
Yeah, man. I told you, Brian, we're gonna be grilling today, and next door, I got a Hispanic family next door. They doing it up next door. They
Really?
got a fiesta going on.
Wow, you
Yeah.
go over there and hang out.
No, they invited us. And at the last minute, we was like, no, we got to get ready for tomorrow over here. And man, they've been doing this for almost. They've been doing this since Saturday night,
Wow.
nonstop.
Wow.
And yesterday they breaking down now. But last night
They're breaking down.
yeah, they had food. On one table they had food. The other table they had tequila and vodka. Any beverage you name, they had it. They were.
Could have went over there.
You know what? I thought about it. I did. I thought about it because they own a restaurant, and I guess a lot of the people that was over there were their co-workers. The people that work with them. But I tell you, they had this little small portion of the neighborhood. They had it smelling with the food.
Really?
Yep. Gotta take another shot of tequila right quick.
Oh, shit. 3rd and 10 for the Chiefs. There's the offsetting penalties here. Oh.
What's the score right now?
13-7. Looks like a field goal incoming.
Need Pittsburgh to win.
Yeah. He knew he wouldn't make it by standing. Oh, God. Field goal makes it 16-7. I need Pittsburgh here to throw the ball to what's the Pickens? I need Pickens. I need points from Pickens today. Allen might be a cut candidate. Who's that? From Washington? Who's going to be a cut candidate? Now, USMC, they don't have real food in the Philippines. You don't like eating straight tacos. You can't get yourself some bat tacos or something.
Yeah, some bat tacos or some
A little bat taco.
rat
Yeah.
taco. know how the Filipinos over there, a lot of them Asian countries like to eat weird shit.
God, he's hiding from the family closet drinking. Oscar Allen might be a cut candidate. Allen who? Is that oh, Jonathan Allen? Yes. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I love that. Love me some Jonathan Allen. I'm in on that.
I am too.
That's what we would need. That would be perfect. Let's see here. It's been raining nonstop. Yeah, it rains a lot there, don't it? Go to the store and find something to cook. I can't eat rice every day. Yeah, dude. I don't blame you. Let's see here. Lord, trade offers 42. We're gonna reject. The standard is the standard. So, what are you having for dinner, Randy? You guys said you done did what you did your opening and everything.
Yeah, on Christmas, well, we do Thanksgiving traditional. On Christmas, we do like chicken sausage gumbo
Nice.
and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, I don't. Turkey's good, but only once or twice a year.
Yeah, I agree with you. Yeah,
What did y'all have?
Well, I'm going
Oh,
after
that's
this.
right.
I'm going to my sister's. I'll probably get some video of it. She makes like a what is it? A prime. It's like
Rib.
a prime roast. It's
Yeah,
like
prime rib.
yeah, it's not like steak. It's more like a prime roast, but it's really good. We're bringing some lasagna and just a few different dishes.
Well, that's good.
Yeah,
That's good. That all sounds good.
yeah. My nieces and nephew, or my nephew, doesn't like anything with red sauce, so we're doing a feta, like an Alfredo, like a broccoli rub, some sort of white sauce. So we'll have plenty. There'll be plenty of options.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
We brought some gumbo home.
nice.
Yeah, so we'll have it tonight, and then we'll be done tomorrow.
Yeah, I'll definitely get some video of it. It probably won't be, we'll play it by ear, but I'll take some. Maybe I'll get my brother-in-law on camera to flex about his birds. See what he thinks about the Eagles. Prime roast, excellent choice for excellent. Yeah, it's good. It's good. My sister's a great cook. Oh my God, I hate you for me. Oh, I'm sorry, USMC. I'm sorry, bro. Yeah, you would like it. I'm just tired of the sweets. I look on my counter and that's all I see. I need some actual meat. Pause.
Yes.
Pause.
Great.
Mark Holmes is having a Dak stuffed ham. He's having a Dak turducken. Twins, that sounds delicious, man. I get to pick my birthday dinner, having roast beef, mashed potatoes, corn. Oh, there you see, Twiz, the roast beef. That's what this prime. That's what that is. The prime roast. It's like a roast beef, man. It's cut about an inch thick, and it's got the brown gravy, the homemade brown gravy on it. That's gonna be good. My son bought me a Micah helmet. Yeah, I don't know if anybody saw. My 20-year-old son, spent more money than he should. He got me the Micah Parsons signed football. So
That's cool.
yeah,
That's nice.
yeah. A 20-year-old kid took care of his father. So
That's nice.
yes, my other son got me a cowboy hoodie.
Good.
So yeah. I don't like to have people spend too much money on me, but
I hear you.
I usually go out and if I want something, I'll grab it. But Make sure everybody else is taken care of first.
Yeah, that's the way I am. I don't need a whole bunch of stuff. I've got
Yeah.
everything I need.
Yeah. Ultra, my son AJ took care of me. Last year he got
You like
me
you like
a
you
signed
like
mini
me,
helmet
Brian.
by Micah.
You like me, Brian. I want to take care of everybody. Once I take care of everybody, I'm everything. If I'm doing everything for me.
Yeah, not to mention, Thomas, I went to a game, right? I met Mark and Phil out in Dallas. We had a great time for a few days, regardless of the outcome of the game. We had a good
Yeah.
time. I spent money. So we'll do some stuff, but like
And that's like just like now. I was talking to my brother-in-law. I told him, I said, man, I don't hooked everybody up. Be satisfied. Next Thursday night, I'm gone. I'm going to
gone,
Dallas.
baby.
I'm gone. I should be. Hopefully, I should be in Dallas by next Friday afternoon. For the game Sunday.
Hopefully that means something for Washington, so they have to play their starters against us.
Yeah, exactly. I agree with that. I mean, I'm thinking that I really am thinking that Hurts is not going to play.
Well, I heard today that he was out. Now I don't know if that's true,
Is
but
he
that's what I
out,
heard.
Twiz? Really?
That's what I heard. I heard that.
I want to play Jalen Hurts. If we lose, we lose, and that helps my drafting. But I guess that's the move: is try and get get the win under your belt.
They have to play the winner. It doesn't matter. They don't get a first round bye anyway. But Detroit's all. If that Detroit wins, it doesn't matter anyway.
Yeah.
So that's why they flexed our game, I think, to 1 o'clock. To 1 o'clock.
Yeah. Yes, it's 1 o'clock.
Because they didn't want the outcome to already be in hand.
Hey, Darlene and David, how are you? I think we're going to lose, but I have a feeling Dallas Cowboys are going to put up a good fight. Yeah, I think they're ready to roll emotionally.
If this defense shows up like they did the other night, we're going to be in the game.
I think Eagles are going to. It's all going to be about stopping that Eagle run. I think
I do too.
That's going to be their main focus. Gainwell and
Barkley.
Yeah, Barkley, and then the slants over the middle to AJ. That's a nice. Ooh. That's a good way to win. But we'll see if they can get the job done.
If you're a football fan for the next 5 days, you got plenty of it.
Yep.
Because there's in one of the college playoff games Friday night, so we'll have football every day. Thomas, you must be muted.
No, I don't know what he's doing. All right, here we go. 3rd and 9. No, he didn't know if you were trying to talk.
No, let's play hypotheticals here. Let's just say if we beat Philadelphia and Atlanta beat Washington Sunday night, that game between Philadelphia and the Giants, the division may be at stake because Washington would have a chance to win the division when they play Dallas next Sunday. Think about that.
But do you really think that Philadelphia is going to lose to the Giants?
Nah. That ain't gonna happen. Hey, if that happened, if all of that happened and then Philly turned around and beat the Giants, I could see Sirianni being fired right then and now. I can see that. I can.
Well, I told the Eagle fans if they lose in the first round, he may get fired. I don't think.
I agree with you.
Yeah. And see, Philadelphia, they have always, and I told you this a long time ago, Brian. Philadelphia have always had a reputation of having late season meltdowns. And this go all the way. This day back to the this day back to the early 90s. If you remember, this is what got Buddy Ryan fired.
Mm.
All of those meltdowns. This has always been Philadelphia's reputation. Late season meltdowns. You know, I'm not saying that it's gonna happen, but don't be surprised if it happened again. It happened last year. It happened last year when they went 10-1. They had that late season meltdown when they lost something like 6 out of 7 or whatever. Don't be surprised. This is their forte.
Should be interesting. Mark Hutchton, Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, Mark. I hope you and your wife and your family are having a good, relaxing day. We're watching some football after this game. I got to go to my sister's for Christmas dinner. Looking forward to seeing everybody. But back to work tomorrow for me, unfortunately. But it is what it is. I'll be back to work. Ultra does homework every night on Eagle stats. He's on top of it. Ever since Drew brought up stats, we want to make sure we're on stats. Ooh. Russell sacked. Fuck. Come on, Russell. Come on, Russell. Lordy.
I think this is one of them days where I could nap all day long.
Yeah, exactly. I hear you, man. I definitely hear you. Missed. No good. Is it me or there's a flag. Oh, neutral zone infraction. Do they go for it? Oh no, it was a sack. Now they're gonna kick the field goal again. I'd never seen so many field goals that are missed.
Yeah, this year.
Yeah, not by our guy, but I mean,
no. we would have been nice for to see this one or two the other night. I hate to say that, but it's true.
Well, you lost another game, Charvarius, when Saquon Barkley dropped the ball. You would have won the Atlanta game.
Yeah, they should have won that game.
But we don't go by ifs and buts and candy
That's
and nuts.
right.
Because if you're going to look at that way, you can look at Xavier Legette dropped the ball that going into the end zone was right in his hands.
That's true, too.
So every time you say that, there's always another side of the coin. Sorry, Charvarius, but Eagles need to win this game this Sunday. You don't want to go to the last week of the season knowing you're not getting the bye to have to win. Get it over this Sunday. Eagles team is completely different than the last season. Can't even compare. Yeah, no, I'm not comparing last year. Doesn't really matter though. It's all about the playoffs at this point. What are you going to do in the playoffs? Stats don't care about pendejo. Spoilers coming. Mem 10. What's the spoilers? Help me out. Me too. Vinny Hagen. Me too, partner. Christmas movies, you could only watch sports on TV, right? I watched both Die Hards last night. I fell asleep, but I did, while my wife was rapping. Oh, yeah, we're spoilers. I got you, bro. Yes, we are spoilers. And then, TV's on in the background. I'm not really watching it other than the football game right now. Like I said, as soon as this game's over, I'm going to hop in a shower and get down the road and just chill, really. I'm tired, like Randy's saying. I could really nap right now, man. Oof.
Hey,
It's
I just ate, so I can tell you I can nap. And we rented uh what is the movie Gladiator 2 for tonight.
Oh, awesome. You're going to see it?
No, we actually rented it for here at the
Oh,
house
yeah.
so everybody could watch it.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's cool.
Yeah. So we got people coming over and we're gonna all watch it.
Yeah. I hear that that's the one where Denzel's the bad guy.
Oh, is he the bad guy?
Yeah, I thought he was a good guy, but he's the bad guy. But
Oh, okay.
yeah. I heard it's good. I tried to get my
Oh,
wife to
good.
go. She's like, "Yeah, I don't want to go." I'm like, "All right. Guess it's I'll have to rent it at home, I guess."
Yeah.
Heard that movie sucks.
Really?
Really?
Oh, thanks, bro. He's getting ready to watch. He's renting for the whole family.
Well, what the way I look at it, some people say it sucked and then others like it. So I mean,
You know why? You know why? It's because you can't. There's no way they could ever outdo the first one. That's why the second one didn't need to be made.
Well,
yeah.
I mean, there's some times where you just cannot like outdo
what you
like
do in
perfection.
life, it
Well, I
goes
can
to eternity.
I can tell you this: when Star Trek came out, their first movie was not really good, but Wrath of Khan was good, and so was the one with the whales. That was good.
Yes, indeed.
I mean, every once in a while, the second one was
Smoked meats.
just like Maverick. I thought it was as good as Top Gun.
Yeah,
Yeah, I agree with that.
dude.
Same
Exactly.
thing with
That
Aliens.
was better than
I thought
Top Gun.
Aliens
Yeah.
was better than the first one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was that.
Second
Yeah.
Aliens movie.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Sigourney Weaver.
Weaver. Yeah.
And I mean, the second Terminator was better. I think second Terminator is pretty damn good
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
The first
Yeah, I
one
do
is really.
too.
Yeah.
Yep, it was.
Yep.
I mean, me personally, they should have probably shut it down after that second one.
Mm-hmm.
Because man, I don't know what they were doing with that third one. That was terrible.
Mm. Mike Fisher keeps saying that Trey Smith is the Cowboys' free agent.
Great.
Trey Smith. Who is he? Who does Trey Smith play for?
Let me see who he's talking about.
I never even heard of him.
Yeah, he's for the Chiefs. He's the guard.
Oh. I'd rather him spend it on a defensive tackle.
Well,
or
he's
something.
25 years old.
Oh, okay. I got you.
Offensive lineman. Started all 17 games in 2021, becoming a 17th and 18th player. Yeah, so I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, sequels normally aren't good. I thought Die Hard 2 was real good. I
Yeah, it
thought,
was.
like, you know, so yeah.
Well, in the Star Wars movies, all the first 3 or 4 were good.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then they went to the second book, or then they backed up and went to the earlier years, and I didn't care for that as much as I did the later, the earlier Star Wars back in the 70s and 80s.
I love the ones that came out with the early 2000s, the late 90s. I love those.
Mm-hmm.
But the Disney Star Wars, oh my god,
Yeah.
that shit is garbage.
Yeah, I haven't watched none of that.
Don't.
I would
Disney
love to,
just ruined Star Wars.
Brian Harding. I would love to see Washington Eagles first round. That would be fun to watch.
We might get that too.
At the link, that would be fun to watch.
See Washington go in there and upset them. That'd be a dream for me. That'd be my Christmas present. That's all I want for Christmas.
That would be interesting.
Yeah, they surprised everyone coming out in their Washington Redskins uniforms.
I hear that they're trying to go back to that name.
Beat the shit out of the Eagle.
That would be interesting. That I know.
But really and truly, I don't think Washington is as good as their record shows. That's just me.
No, yeah, that. I don't know. I'm not gonna crap on them. They're better than we
I'm
are
not
right now.
crapping on them. I just, I mean, when we played them, we handled them pretty good, and we didn't have none of our starters.
Yeah, that was a weird game.
It was.
That surprised
Cowboys
me.
have been pulling through. Cowboys have been pulling through because we got our defenses in better shape and we got a better quarterback at the reins.
Here we go. It all comes back to the quarterback.
It all comes full circle.
And we're back to shitting on Dak. Merry Christmas.
Yes, we are. Dak, you thought I was going to let you get away on Christmas. You thought.
Well, let's just bring Roger
got it all
Staubach
wrong.
back. I'll bring Roger Staubach back then.
I just want everybody
I
to
got
know.
more faith in Roger Staubach than I do that.
Is Ultra still in here? This is a funny story. There he is.
Hell,
Ultra.
Danny White trying to get us to a conference
Ultra.
time.
Just, it's me and a primetime Phil sitting in the back seat. It's Mark Holmes riding up front and Wade's driving, right? We pull in to Ojos Locos, right? We're getting ready to go eat dinner. And Mark is on speakerphone with Dak's uncle, right? Mark is on speakerphone with Dak's uncle, Philip. And Wade gets into the conversation. And literally, Wade is pretty much screaming over the phone, into the phone, about Dak to Dak's uncle. What were you complaining about, Wade? You were talking about the team and Jerry or something?
Him and Jerry, and how come Dak doesn't go up there and kick the door down instead of being a company man, and all that shit. I mean, it's true. I know he didn't want to hear that, but damn, I'd be kicking down Jerry's front door. I mean, you gave me $60 million. I'll tell you, no, we got to do shit differently around here, buddy. We got to do shit differently.
I mean, now I think we just got done.
And Dak's uncle basically is like, no, Jack is a very, he's a company man.
Well,
he's
we
a
were
line dude.
I think we were at the Villages hanging out with who were we hanging out with?
Yeah, that was Ezekiel Elliott's dad. Mark basically told Ezekiel Elliott's dad that he's washed in front of him.
Mark
That shit was
didn't
funny,
know that he's sitting on a panel with Zeke Elliott's dad. I'm standing right there, and Mark is just bashing Zeke. And I'm like, dude, you don't see the Ohio emblem around this guy's neck? That's Zeke's dad. and then I have Wade yelling at Dak's uncle about Dak's company, man. And Phil is turning green. I'm like, Mark is like speechless, and Wade's hammered. Yeah, he wasn't hammered. He was fine. He was fine. He was driving. He was perfectly fine. But he was worked up. It was hysterical, man. It was absolutely hysterical.
What do you think these guys were thinking about y'all?
Mark was a little worse than me because, dude, he literally told Zeke's dad in front of him, your son's washed. Basically, that shit was...
He did. He told him your son's washed. And he looked at him. Dak Attack's looking there. Oh, my God. It was hysterical.
Yeah, because they're looking at Mark. I saw the look on their eyes. I was like, Mark has no clue this is Zeke's dad.
But in typical Troy Daniels manner, he's texting in the chat that was... who the hell did he say that was? He said it was somebody else's dad. He says it's Dak's dad or something. I'm like, no, that's an OU, or I don't know who we thought it was, but he's telling somebody the wrong information. It was funny. That was funny.
Well, there was an Ohio State necklace on, so
yeah.
I knew who that was.
Oh my God, Curtis, that was
Guess
funny,
what?
bro.
Your son's washed.
Yeah, but the problem is once Mark realized who he was talking to, you could tell he kind of sank down a little bit. I guess you're not going to be welcome on that podcast, Mark. Oh shit, that was funny. That was funny, man. It was funny as hell to how Walker. Yeah. Oh yeah. It was Curtis. Commanders have more Super Bowls than the Eagles. They don't have to watch them on repeat. Remember when the Bills went to 4 straight Super Bowls and lost all of them? Mean Metal, yeah, great run, but at the end of the day, they lost. So then, no, but yeah, Vinny Hagen, that movie looks good. The new Superman movie. Some movies you got to go in person to watch, and that's going to be one of them. Then again, I don't know. I got a big TV, but yeah, I'll probably go. I know that's what we do. We talk 90s, Twiz. But anyway, that was funny. I thought everybody get a kick. Wade basically told Dak's uncle that Dak's a company boy. Basically.
He is. I mean, yeah, but Dak's uncle knows. He can't say nothing. I mean, I'm pretty sure he knows that. I mean, if I was yelling, Dak's uncle, I'd be like,
Jerry fucking Jones. I'm like, oh my God. But he actually agreed with you with Jerry.
I'm sorry. Dak, he's got a lot of power, and he don't use the power. That's the thing.
Yep. Fight the power.
I'd be like, Jerry, what are you going to do? Cut me now and take this cap hit? Please, you ain't doing shit. I'd be in his office.
That's why he wants all these passive head coaches.
Yeah, exactly.
He doesn't want somebody coming in there and telling him what to do. He wants to figure it out himself.
Start of the fourth quarter, Kansas City is inside they're at the 2-yard line to be exact. They are at the 2-yard line, handoff, touchdown, easy, walk-in, touchdown.
God, I hope somebody beats
Tell
Kansas
Jerry
City
and
this
Steven,
year.
you could either do some real team building, or you can rely on Cooper Rush and Trey Lance to be your quarterback. But the bad thing about Dak is, now I'm not saying Dak's garbage, Arrow, but I'm gonna tell you something right now. That leg of his, I don't know. I'm not liking the broken leg, and then the hamstring on that leg got ripped off the bone. That's not.
You love saying off the bone. You say off the bone like you're talking about a spare
Whatever
rib.
happened.
Like you're talking about a nice rib that's just falling off the bone, but it's not good when it's your hamstring.
It fell off.
You're making me hungry. You keep saying off the bone.
It fell off where he ain't gonna be. He didn't play all year. It fell off bad enough for that to happen. Whatever happened, was bad enough for him to be out for the year. So,
yeah, definitely.
What I won't be surprised is like next training camp. I'm being dead serious. I'm not going to be surprised if Dax is like in training camp and then he starts having hamstring issues. I'm telling you, I feel it coming.
Well, that's going to happen. He's going to be taking his veteran days off. He's going to be taking them vet days.
Pull the hamstring out for 8 weeks.
That's why we're having all these issues with injuries, because teams don't play their regulars in preseason. Jimmy used to play his players, and they used to hit hard on 2-a-days. That the other night was about as physical a game as we played in a long time, and we took it to them.
Yeah, they Cowboys came to play Sunday.
Yeah, they did.
I don't get how KC is 14-1. You look away for a second, and they're going for their Super Bowl gun. I hope Buffalo or Pittsburgh beats them. I don't think it's going to be Pittsburgh. I think Buffalo is your only shot.
I do too.
Buffalo has their number this year.
I just think looking at the standings, you look at. I
agree with you.
There's the Ravens, maybe. Houston Texans aren't doing nothing. So it's Kansas City Chiefs. Whoever gets in between Denver, I think Denver could give them a fight but at the end of the day, it's one team. That's the
thing is, like, Kansas City got home field. They got to go to Arrowhead.
Yeah, and it's Buffalo at Kansas City. That's your AFC champion. The more interesting is going to be the NFC. Is it going to be the Eagles hosting, somebody knocking off Detroit, and Eagles hosting? That would be their best case, obviously. But if not, you're probably looking at I think it's a little more wide open in the NFC. I think Eagles have a chance to get knocked off by Green Bay, or end up going to or Eagles at Detroit for NFC Championship game. That would be good. Lions versus Packers NFC Championship. Yeah, we'll have to see how it breaks down. I don't see any other team other than the Packers and the Lions and the Eagles to have any sort of longevity. People say the Rams. I don't trust the Rams game in, game out. But who knows? They have great coaching, so coaching matters. All right, 22-10.
I'll tell you what could happen. Washington could win out. If Washington wins out and they get the better of the wild cards, then they're going to be playing against Philadelphia, and the Lions would play the lower wild card. Well, it depends on Green Bay.
Well, not really. Well, it all depends, right? Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
If Green Bay has the bigger wild card, then Detroit will line up against Washington, and Philly will line up against Green Bay, which that would be a bad draw for Philly.
Yeah, we're not saying that they can't beat them, but it's just the hardest draw. That's all we're saying.
Yeah, it's kind of like Ohio State and Oregon.
Yes.
Oregon got a bad draw.
Yes, indeed. Get rid of the ball. He holds on to the ball way too long. Jesus. Tell you, Kansas City, not many people are talking about the Chiefs' defense. They're good.
They're damn good. And their big guy ain't playing today. Number 95.
Oh, really? Chris Jones?
Yeah, he's not playing today.
Wow.
He's in street clothes.
I need some Pickens to get some action. Oh, fuck. God damn, their left tackle stinks.
One thing nobody's talking about, T.J. Bass and the other guard that we have that moved from center, Brock Hoffman, they're both free agents.
Yeah, I know. So it'll be interesting. Oh, that's a fumble. Wow, that's a fumble. Fumble. There you go. Chiefs got the ball. Ball's out, too. That's an easy one. But wait, was he... Hold up. Was he out of bounds when he touched the ball, though? Was his 1 foot out of bounds when he touched the ball, right? Let's see where his feet are when he touched the ball. No, I think it's in. All right. Chiefs get the ball just outside the red zone at about the 34-yard line. Isaiah Pacheco. Oof, he looks like he's banged up. Local kid, lives right down the street, about 15 minutes down the street from me. Mike Fisher keeps... yeah, I already read that. Let's go back to the comments here. When was Aaron Rodgers drafted? Ooh. Oh, was he Philly D? Because there was playing for a job is where they're going. Loaded the box with 8 people, Brian Harding. If Hurts was playing, Saquon would have had 250. Didn't say they can't win, just not there yet. Guys coming back from injury like Lattimore. Yeah. Christmas question comes with a sensitive alert. How does the Eagles rank number 31 in passing and offense when they have AJ and Devontae? That's a question. I don't know. Yeah, why is their passing offense ranked 31st? You would think that a great running offense would set up play action and good passing. I don't know the answer to that. We have a fried turkey and wow, William Tilton, look at you, brother. Perfect out there in Vegas, isn't it? Second and 10 for the Chiefs. Throwing the ball, touchdown. Jason Kelsey stealing. Bang. Flag. That was about as easy as it gets. My God. How do you get that wide open?
So, is what's the name at the game today?
I don't see her.
You already know who I was talking about.
I know exactly who you're talking about. I don't see Taylor. I don't see any of the Swifties.
Yeah, I had to say that since he called a touchdown. You know, every time they make a catch or score a touchdown or whatever, they always go straight to the Taylor Swift suite up in
Kansas City.
Yeah, up in Kansas City. And I thought she may have been at the game today, with it being Christmas Day.
Is Roethlisberger a Hall of Fame worthy?
Yeah, I think Roethlisberger is. I think he'll be in Cannes. Yeah, he got a bust.
Okay, he's got a bust coming, says Thomas
Yeah.
Mean Metal. I think so too.
He won 2 Super Bowls.
You just took the words out of my mouth, Randy. Yeah, he got 2 Super Bowl rings, and yeah, you know, to me that would get him in 2 Super Bowl rings.
Yeah, I know, Vinny. Wouldn't it be interesting to see him get a Super Bowl and have him play in meaningful snaps? God forbid Mahomes has to miss. I'm purposely not reading it to us because that's you got to come with something better than that. Eli and Ben getting in. Now to me that's another question. Eli got 2 too. Everybody wants to hate on Eli. He got 2 Super Bowls.
Yep.
Not 1, 2. You know, so.
And he's one of only few quarterbacks that beat Tom Brady
Twice.
in the Super Bowl.
Right? He beat.
Uh-huh.
I think he beat him twice. I think.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah. So. Everybody goes, oh, it was the defense. He did it twice. Does Brady? Of course he does. You know that. Mean Metal.
That's a silly question.
Yeah. I think he knew that. Brady, they're going to have a wing just for Brady and the Patriots. Drew Brees, isn't he already in? Or no, he's not in? Is Drew Brees?
He's not in.
But I don't think he's got to his 5 years yet.
He's got a Super Bowl behind him.
Yeah.
The only time New Orleans ever won.
Yeah. Sounds like you're eating more gumbo.
I'm eating some candy.
Okay. I thought you were pounding
sorry.
another bowl of gumbo, man. I'm like, damn.
No, I got that for later.
Okay. Drew should be in. Breeze broke a lot of records. All right, Harrison Butker for the field goal, and it's good. Great.
What up?
Are you there, Wade?
Yeah, I picked up that picked up that stereo stuff.
Oh, you did? You already picked it up?
Yeah.
Did you ever get that money from Troy?
Yeah, I got it.
All right, cool.
I got it. I ain't seen Troy lately.
No, Vinny, I got plenty. I got over half of it left, Vinny. We just got a lot of. Right now, it's in a box. Right now, we got a lot of cookies out there, and my wife actually baked. So we got cookies, pizzelles, candy. We got way too much sweets. Yeah, that's the chocolate guy. She said the chocolate's awesome. Drew's finally. I don't know if he's been to bed yet or if he's just waking up. But Merry Christmas, Drew. We're gonna get ready to wrap this up in a little bit, so I can head on down the road, get a shower, head on down the road. I need to get a second wind though. I'm starting to fade here. Michael Vick is getting enshrined in the PetSmart Hall of Fame. Oh God. He's getting enshrined in the Petco Hall of Fame. Oh man. 29-10. Thought it'd be closer. I believe I took the Chiefs though, so I need some ugly yards by Pickens. Come on now. Damn, what a hit. God damn. Oh shit, yeah. Michael Vick should have played for the dog pound. Yeah, I heard he's going to be a college head coach. I don't know if that's true or not. Not positive about that. All right, here we go. They need to score points fast, so let's get the ball to number 14. Nope, still not. They're not getting him the ball, AJ. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Was introduced Friday, was he, Oscar? Cool. Merry Christmas. As a Cowboys fan, I'm so relieved that we aren't in the playoffs as an ugly Christmas present. I always want to make the playoffs a Soham, but I hear what you're saying. I hear what you're saying. We're only playing. Michael Vick was a good quarterback. Getting hungry?
Listen up, motherfucker.
You eat a little something.
I don't know what the hell you want.
They can't get Pickens the ball, AJ.
He threw for 50 at the half.
Yeah, but that was it.
But he was on track to get to what he was projected. And that's why he went from 52, 48 to 50, 50 for you.
Well, all I need is one touchdown here, and I'm back in the game here. Come on now. Don't let this little punk kid beat me in fantasy. Fuck. All right, here we go here. 2nd and 10. Come on.
He's not a punk, is he?
There we go, Pickens. There we go. A punk kid, man. His name of his fantasy team is Keeping Up with the Old Heads. That's a punk kid. Flag. Don't tell me it's on the offense.
It's on the offense.
No. So it don't count? Fucking don't count. God damn it. Now he's out of the game. No, Vinny, he's I'm talking to my son, yeah, the one that got me the Cowboys, the Parsons signed football. Fuck. Oh, that play's coming back.
And that's
Whippersnappers. Oh God, what a shit show! Kansas City's defense is legit. I liked Romo. He just didn't have a normal NFL body. He couldn't stay healthy. This is probably 2 down territory. 3rd and 15. Look for them to try and get half of it back. And it's tipped. And it was going to Pickens. And Pickens is going to get thrown out. He just took his helmet off. Yeah, I know. I do. Matter of fact, I got some Amazon money. Maybe I'll buy a football case. Let me look and...
Kansas City, man.
It's crazy.
They don't got too many people in the conference that are, not too many teams or obstacles in their way. It's like...
I hate to say it, but Kansas City's gonna win this. They're gonna win this game today. They're gonna clinch the #1 seed in the AFC.
Yeah, they got a punt.
That's the thing is the Chiefs don't got there's no one in the AFC barely there's no Brady's or Mannings anymore in the AFC that are an obstacle for their asses. All they got is Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson to deal with.
Oh shit! How do you drop it? They call it a flag, but still, I don't get credit for that.
Maybe you could score a touchdown.
I know, but look at that.
He should have called it. But let's see. He grabbed his arm. Oh. Who was giving pass interferences on the switch line?
Well, at least it's further back, so. Pickens needs to be more mature.
Huh? They're getting the football.
I think it's post. Oh, well, is what it is. Mm-mm-mm. Okay, here. As a Cowboy fan, I don't root for teams that we are at. I root against teams, yes. Hey, listen, I'm not going to tell anybody how to root. That's totally cool. Yeah, most of us are rooting for Detroit. So, I don't know about Ultra, but...
Detroit, Buffalo, Minnesota.
Yeah, anybody that hasn't won one yet, that's kind of who we're rooting for.
Yeah, I'm going for the teams that have not won a Super Bowl.
Spread the love a little bit. Obviously, Eagle fans want to see their squad. Who would you take at the coach? A coach Tomlin or Sirianni? Mean metal, I would take Mike Tomlin. If I had the choice between those two, I'd take Tomlin. Not even close.
We'll have Mike McCarthy next year. Pretty sure about that.
Who would you take at coach? Yeah, too bad for them. The Eagles taking it all. It's possible, Drew. I don't think anybody's going to beat the Chiefs. If I think Buffalo or the Chiefs are going to be a tough match, but it'll be good to see. I think Detroit would have a hard time with either one of those teams. I think the two AFC teams are probably the best teams, and then it's, Detroit, Philly, Green Bay, Minnesota. Get Tomlin. Game time. Tomlin hasn't won a playoff game. I know he hasn't. Tomlin would have been canned by most teams. Has it been 10 years? I want a motivator, at least for the short term. I think he's wore out his welcome there. He also hasn't had a losing season in forever. How do you not cover Kelsey? I don't understand. He hasn't had them real down years either, though. All right, here we go. Steelers Eagles Super Bowl would be crazy. It definitely would.
To somebody.
Yeah, go on, Alvin, buddy.
I want y'all to I want to introduce y'all to a washed up New England fan.
Wow. Hey, listen, he's got 6 Super Bowls, so it's kind of hard to talk shit to him.
Yeah, that's my little nephew. I just had to introduce y'all to him.
Yeah, I can't throw shade on my man. He's got 6 rings, so I think they're done for a while.
Yeah, I do too.
But he got his 6. We'll be talking back at the Patriots like, hey, you remember back when you had a dynasty?
Yeah.
That's probably.
Yeah, they should have had. They probably would have had 7 if they wouldn't have been idiots letting Tom Brady go. But
Yeah. Yep.
I mean, I don't give a damn how old Tom Brady was. I'd have rolled that train till literally it came off the rails.
I don't like Tomlin either, Philly D. I just don't like Sirianni. So, but Sirianni could be Tomlin if he stays in it long enough. Should have had 8. All right, here we go. Here, 29-10, 7 minutes left to go in the game. Yeah, Vinny, he's just a good motivator. They win a lot. They just don't win Super Bowl, but again, or even playoff games. But it's not easy. Again, especially when you're in a conference with Kansas City, and you had to go up against Peyton Manning, Tom Brady. It's not easy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Patrick Mahomes don't got those obstacles in his way. He doesn't have a Tom Brady or Peyton Manning in his way. And when he did have a Tom Brady in his way, he got his ass beat twice.
Yes, exactly. That's the thing. You got to take advantage. You got to take advantage when, it's open for people, It's open for your team.
Yeah, AFC's wide open for Kansas City right now. Wide open.
Back in my day, it was Pittsburgh beating up on Dallas. And then Dallas turned the turn, and San Francisco turned the turn, and it works like that. And right now, it's Kansas City's turn.
The Cowboys in that second Super Bowl against Pittsburgh, I mean, it came down to the wire. Pretty close game.
Well, both games were close. It's just that they made one more play than we did.
I mean, and the Cowboys, even against the Colts in the first Super Bowl, I mean, the Cowboys never got blown out or beat up in a Super Bowl.
No, they turned the ball over.
They never got ran out of the stadium.
Yeah. I agree with you. They turned the ball over 6 times against the Colts back in Super Bowl V. That's that's why they lost, because they only lost 16-13. That'll tell you how old I am. I remember that like it was yesterday.
And then the catch, the game against the.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
The game against the 49ers in the NFC Championship, that game came down to the wire. I mean, dude, that game wasn't even over after that catch.
No, actually, if they hadn't made a great stop on Drew Pearson, he would have scored a touchdown.
Jackie Smith drop.
Yeah, that was a killer right there. That was the biggest. That's one reason why they didn't beat Pittsburgh early in the Super Bowl. That was horrible.
Yeah.
So it's a game decided by, plays and inches. And hell, in 94, the Cowboys beat the 49ers in 94. They're winning 4 straight Super Bowls. They're going to win 3 straight, at least.
Yeah.
I agree with you.
I mean, AFC was just out of it. In the 90s, AFC was out of it.
I'm going to tell you, if Jimmy Johnson had been there for the 3rd Super Bowl, Dion would have played for the Cowboys that year. I guarantee you. That's the way Jimmy was. He would go get a player if he could help his team. And we let him slip through our fingers because he wanted to play for Dallas. We would have 4 in a row.
Honestly, I think if Jimmy stays, I don't think Kid Norton Jr. leaves neither.
I don't either. He kept his players.
No, I didn't see it, Drew. I missed it. Is it a tough schedule? I think the whole division has a tough schedule. First and 10 Chiefs. Not looking good. You can't see the score. It's 29-10.
It's over.
So 29-10. The Chiefs got the ball.
It's a wrap.
I bring up Eagles only team to beat Lombardi in a championship means nothing, but Dallas brings up history. It matters. Game time. Yes, it's going to be a very hard road for Dallas. Well, for all the NFC East teams, it's a hard road this year. And we could win 9 games. That's crazy.
We could win 9 games and not even have half of our team.
Yeah, not saying the Eagles' history doesn't matter, but the Cowboys have been in a lot more iconic NFL games than the Eagles. I mean, I don't care what any Eagles fan says. I'm sorry. Like the Steelers rivalry in the 70s with the Cowboys. I mean, the Niners, Cowboys in the 90s. I'm sorry. Nothing the Eagles have done.
I think the Eagles' iconic game for them is probably the 1980 team where they beat Dallas in the championship game. That's
Wilbert
one.
Montgomery.
Wilbur Montgomery. Yeah, I was at that game. I was a young kid there. I think I was
I mean, the Ice Bowl
11.
for crying out loud. That game is
No, it was
iconic.
nine.
That game's
watched it.
iconic as hell.
I watched that game in Germany in the Army.
Mm. And then I would say the other iconic ones, I don't know, help me out. Probably, obviously, the Super Bowl ones, what I'm talking about. Probably the championship games, the Tampa, where they lost at home. Probably the Carolina, a championship game where they lost at home.
One of the biggest iconic games they had was the Fog Bowl, where they lost.
Yeah, the Fog Bowl in Chicago. The Christmas
Yep.
Day game where they beat Dallas. Where they beat Dallas and said, "Merry Christmas, Philadelphia." Jeff Garcia, I remember that. If we lose to the Eagles and Commanders both, we will still get a decent draft pick, like top 10. It won't be 10. It's looking like it'll be anywhere from 11 to 18. So we're looking at Vegas has us drafting in the 13th hole. So
that sounds
fine.
about right. Yeah, that sounds about right. It ain't going to improve or unimprove very much at all now.
And I think what made the Ice Bowl so important as well is because that game, whoever won that was going to the Super Bowl.
Yep.
Yeah,
so that would have been Super Bowl one. I mean, that's very.
I disagree,
very
Drew. I think the 1980 game is probably one of the most iconic games ever for the Eagles because they finally got over the hump and beat the team that was beating them time and time again. They finally were able. Just watch Dick Vermeil crying. They finally got over the hump and beat the Cowboys to go to the Super Bowl. That was iconic.
I can tell you this. I was in my 20s. The Philadelphia was a doormat to Dallas in the late 60s and 70s. And they didn't become better until around 80, like you said. It wasn't even close back then. It was us in Washington back in the day.
No, yeah, well, we said besides the Super Bowl, Drew, that's an easy one. We're talking iconic games, like championship level games.
Dude, and the catch with San Fran, bro, that game is constantly on NFL films and like referenced and super like. Just go look at the NFL. That play right there is constantly played throughout time. I mean, I'm not saying the Eagles don't have any moments like that, but bro, I mean the Ice Bowl. I mean you can go down the line. I mean of iconic games the Cowboys have been in. I'm not saying the Eagles hadn't been in any, but
yeah. Like we're not saying iconic for the Eagles. We're saying iconic for the NFL. What's the iconic games that you guys have been in? Fog Bowl, 1980 championship game. What's that?
Yeah, Fog Bowl's one of them. The 1980 NFC Championship.
I don't know. I'm trying to think of. I'm not trying to be funny. I'm trying to think of more.
And in the year they won the Super Bowl.
I mean, yeah, they had one in the 60s. I mean, what was it? The championship against the.
That was 1960. That was right the year I was born. That's how long ago that's been.
Maybe, like I said, the two championship games, but that wasn't iconic for you. That was iconic for the
fact that the Cowboys and the 49ers, the fact that they played each other in 3 straight conference titles, and then they make documentaries about that shit, lets you know everything. I mean, there ain't too many teams that play each other in 3 straight NFC championships.
Vinny.
That's insane.
Yeah, Vinny Hagan, for us, that was iconic for me. The Dallas game with Emmett had the shoulder injury in against the Giants.
Yeah, against the Giants. Yeah.
New York.
And then obviously the
championship game against the 49ers.
Yes, with Alvin Harper.
Yep.
We're not going to obviously say Super Bowls. Iconic. I guess you could say some of them Green Bay games, but we have a lot of negative iconic games as well. Yeah, you got a lot of our Thanksgiving games.
You want a big Thanksgiving game was when Staubach got knocked out and Clint Longley came in.
Yeah.
And touchdowns in the last I don't know how many minutes to win the game.
Yeah, you got that one. You got the one where Aikman was out and Jason Garrett came in
Mm-hmm.
and won the
And they played
game.
Green Bay.
And not all of our games have been where we've won. Also
Yeah.
iconic
It's not
us
about that. Yeah.
losing.
Well,
Us
you brought
losing the 3 straight NFC championships in the early 80s, that's constantly referenced. The losing against Pittsburgh Steelers twice in the Super
yes.
Bowl.
Yeah. The losses are always bigger than the wins, if you ask me.
I agree with you because they hurt more. They hurt
The
more
Bounty
than you
Bowl,
win.
that was iconic.
Drew said, how many iconic moments for Dallas have I experienced? I don't know, Drew. I haven't experienced too many. How many have you experienced? How many Dallas iconic moments have you experienced? I guarantee you've experienced more than the Eagles. I guarantee that.
Bernie Kosar. That's right.
You're
Bernie
talking
Kosar.
about me not seeing my team play in Super Bowls. You've seen my team play in a lot of Super Bowls, Drew.
That's a fact. Well, he saw his team playing them. Nice.
No. But I'm just saying, Drew has literally been annoyed by the Cowboys playing. He's seen the Cowboys with his 2 eyes playing the Super Bowl. He's seen it.
I want to see it again before I die.
Yeah, right.
He said Philly special. Yeah, that is an iconic moment. It is. Yeah, that game against the Patriots. Yeah, that's an iconic. That was pretty gutsy right there. The Philly special. No one expected that shit. And the Super Bowl against the Patriots.
This is almost over. My dogs are going nuts.
I remember when I was a young kid watching Detroit and Chicago, and the wide receiver died on the field while they were playing. He went back to the huddle after a play, and he collapsed, and he died right on the field. That was a long time ago.
Yeah.
That's back in '67 or '68.
Well, technically, Drew, the last 30 years, we haven't been a losing franchise. We've been a 500 franchise.
Mediocre.
Basically.
Let's just be
We've
honest.
been a 500 franchise.
Yeah. Well, I could look up. Here, let's look it up.
I think we're about a 500. I think we're like last 30 years, we got to be at least an average 500 franchise easily.
Dallas.
No, losing is the Detroit Lions winning like 1 game in like 3 years. That's fucking losing right there.
Dallas, the last 25 years are 218 wins and 186 losses.
That is horrible.
So Dallas, here, let me share my screen here.
4 playoff wins in 30 years. Yes, you're right. That's horrible.
Dallas Cowboys last 25 years. 200, no, but that's a different question. You said losing franchise. That's not playoff wins. 218 and 186. Let's look at Eagles.
Above.
So let's,
they're above 500.
Yeah, so they're a 218 and 186. 218, 186. So let's look at Eagles' record last 25 years.
The Eagles got a shitload of wins in the early 2000s. The Andy Reid years.
Yeah, well, you got the Eagles last 25. They're a 241. And where the hell did it go? 241 and 159. So,
well, they've had better ownership over the last.
No, but 20. I mean, they won 23 more games. A lot of them are playoff games, and they lost. Actually, no, they lost 50, 69, 79, 8. They lost 27 more. less. So they lost 27 less games and they won 23 more. So, yeah. There you go. It's relatively close. 241 to 218. You know, you got one Super Bowl, more playoff wins. But again, it's nice to win playoff games, but, you know, there is a goal. Hey, everybody's different. Maybe your goal is not to win the Super Bowl, just to win playoff games. I would love to win more playoff games, but I would also, if I lose in the Super Bowl, I keep saying it, I wouldn't be happy. I don't know. I'm walking around seeing somebody's crotch. All right, that's the final. 29-10. I got to go, people. I got to get a shower. I got to head on up the road. I wish everybody a Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
And everybody be careful if you're going out and about. You headed back home, Wade?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right, brother. I'll talk to you, and I'll talk to Randy.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, guys.
Merry Christmas to everybody in the chat. Thanks for hanging out with me, and I'll see you this weekend. All right, everybody.
We'll see y'all
later. See you as soon as I find my outro.
Come out to the coast. We'll get together.